Are the mics working? Dude, oh my god, this is so botched.
This episode is brought to you by Game Day Buffalo at Game Day Buffalo on Instagram, GameDayHospitality.com. We'll leave a link down in the description. Look, if you're from out of town, if you're a Bills fan, in Buffalo, you don't come to a lot of games, Game Day Buffalo is the best place to be. Drinks, food, party games, everything you need, just get dropped off. They take care of the rest. Let's get into the episode.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the BotchPod.
Start the fuck over.
How should I do it?
We'll keep it in though.
It's gonna stay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the BotchPod. I'm so bad at the intros. Welcome back. Today.
This is why I make them do it.
Hey, I'm so
I'm trying
bad.
to get you better at it.
I'm so bad.
I let my partner do it because I can't.
Yeah, right?
I can't do it.
So listen, guys, we got Maya here today. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Oh shit, doing better than me. I'm tired. I'm hungover. No, I'm not hungover, but I should be.
You're fucking high.
I want to drink.
tell.
I want to go out drinking tonight. But listen, special Thanksgiving. Or no, never mind. We can't even upload this.
Yeah,
this
this
week.
will upload after.
Fuck.
This
All right,
week.
never mind then. I was trying to throw a special something in there, but fuck it. Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm chilling. It was a rough day. It was a really rough day. So if I'm off, and I'm just like out there, and I'm also very extremely high right now, but if I'm out there, it's just I had a rough
All
day.
right, let's
All
share
right.
your bad day today.
It was just work. Everything went wrong. Everything.
Do
Nothing
you have a
good
9 to
about
5?
it. Something like that, but it's like a it's like a salary-based job, so I don't know if I'd call it a 9 to 5. I'm not your everyday drone. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. But no, yeah, it's something like that. But like, everything went wrong. Everything.
Do you have a dog? Is that your dog that I met?
That is not my dog. No, that is Dex though. Dex might come over here. If Dex comes over here, he'll sit with you.
He'll
if
probably,
that's fine.
yeah,
He will definitely
sit with one
you.
of us during the episode at some point.
Listen, guys, we're
Did he
outside
give you
of
a
the
hug
setup.
today? I think he needs to give you a hug.
He does. I need. Did I, it's,
You know, if you
it's-
have a
probably
bad
hump
day,
you, too.
dogs
It was
always
rough.
help.
It was rough. I called him today after work, and it was just like I feel like he could hear it in my voice. He's like, "You just got out." It's like we stayed like later, and I'm like, "Yeah, unfortunately." We got Dex going off in the back. This is a wild pod. All right, listen, let's get right into it. We had your friend Trinity on last week, or last episode, I should say, because But we were talking about HyperGlow. Let's get into that quick. They just canceled it, didn't they?
They did. So this is the first time in history I've seen HyperGlow cancel. Can't talk.
You're
Cancel
like
the
me.
show.
It's okay.
But we thought the weather was gonna be bad, but it really wasn't that bad, and it's kind of upsetting because I go to Fredonia, and I had a lot of people that have never been to HyperGlow, and they wanted to come try it out and see how it is, and now it's postponed to February.
So was it like the snowstorm basically that did it?
So pretty much like I guess the owner of Rec Room was going around saying he was closing all his shows. Saturday he wasn't gonna open the bar, so they just like we're gonna wait until we see the weather, and then the travel ban. They were like, yeah, Thursday, nope, we're canceling.
So is it rescheduled yet or no?
Yeah, it's like February 17th, I think.
So don't fact check her, but don't fact check me.
Yeah, I was like,
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out, but
That's pretty far out.
I know, that's crazy.
It's pretty sad. I was waiting for this one.
It was like it's like a whole tour, right? Like, I'm still like I know I edited the pod last week and I went through it, like I experienced it, but I still can't grasp it. So it's like a tour, essentially.
Yeah, so we pretty much go all over Florida, a lot in Virginia. We did Alabama this year and Arizona, which those are 2 new spots. But yeah, we pretty much stay over in the East Coast, but it's like a mini rave. It's pretty fun. We have like rap, EDM. Some DJs will add in some house music, but we kind of just keep it like dubstep and like rap.
Okay. And like you're like into dubstep and stuff, I know. Like the raves and everything.
I
We'll get
am.
into that quick.
Actually Buffalo did. Buffalo's a really big Bayside community. We really love dubstep. I started going to shows, I want to say like 2015.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, can't say my age, but you know, I was just bopping around, and then I went to my first festival when I turned 18. And it was at Ever After, I believe, in Canada.
Okay.
And then that just kind of set it off, and I was like, damn, I really want to be in the scene now.
Okay. So, like, what was, like, the first driving force to going? Was it, like, a friend influence or just something like, I really want to, like, I just want to go and experience it? Or did you like the music beforehand? I don't know.
So I have, like, I had a group, like, of 20 people, and we all used to go to shows together. They were like, yo, you got to come check this show out. Can't tell you who it was or remember, but I went to my first show, and then it was like, whoa, this is a whole new world. I'm locked in, like, send me to all the other ones, and yeah, it just kind of took off from there.
And then ever since then, you've just been nonstop. And, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, do you travel, like, a lot for this stuff?
I do.
Really? Okay.
The furthest I've gone for a festival was California.
California? Okay. Now, do they do them, like, out of like, country and stuff, too?
Oh, yeah.
You ever think about doing any of them?
I want to go so bad. Ibiza is one of them. That happens, I believe, for 2 weeks straight, and it's like DJs every single day just passing through. Then there's Tomorrowland. That's like the motherland of like all festivals. It's like super big. A lot of people say that's the best one out of them all, but we'll see.
Okay.
You said you go to school at Fredonia. How does that work? Like traveling and like going to school and stuff.
I make my own schedule. You know.
Skip classes.
We just, you know, I'm a straight A student right now, so let's hope I keep it like that. I was looking for wood, but pretty much as long as I keep my grades up, my teachers really don't care because it's like 5% for attending class, and the rest is just all assignments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you, Max? This is our sound guy, Max. I don't know if we introduced you, but
Hi.
that's Max. Have you ever been to one? I feel like you have been to one. Okay, hold on. I gotta translate this.
Did
You
you
bought
go?
a ticket to Tomorrowland, and what happened? So you're the only one that got one. You don't have a mic, so I have to translate this.
Yeah.
So it's like a sellout quick thing.
Oh, same with Electric Forest. Like,
Oh,
you
okay.
literally have to be on the website. Like, I got my ticket at 10 a.m. as soon as it went on sale, and within 3 minutes, it was sold out.
Really? And
Jesus.
it's like a once a year thing, or is it like? Oh, okay.
Once
So
a
like,
year. Yep. You just gotta be like, you gotta set that alarm, be ready, and like have your finger ready.
do you know on average like how many people go like attend each year, or is it different?
Electric Forest, I believe, had over 600,000 people this year.
Holy fuck!
Yeah. It's a huge
Do people
forest.
resell tickets?
How much is one retail for? Or if you have an average, like you don't need to say exact because I'm sure it differs.
I'm pretty sure I paid about $500 for my ticket.
You paid $500?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I'm pretty sure it included my camping.
Okay. Does that include like traveling and everything?
No.
No. So
So it
that's
just
literally
includes
just a
your
ticket.
ticket and camping if it's a camping festival.
Uh-huh.
Like Lost Lands was you have to buy the ticket and the camping separate. So like your ticket was like $400 and then your camping was like $200.
I would say camping like can't be cheap too. Like I feel like you got to bring everything as well. Like,
Yeah, you do. You drive and then you pack your car up and you get like put in a certain lot and then you just like make friends with your neighbors and just connect all your tents. It's like a little village.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Got you. so like, how much
Sounds
do you
like the
think-
new age like hippie type shit.
Dude,
like,
that is
Yeah.
like
a
it's like
little
a
bit, like-
Woodstock or something.
Yep.
Yeah,
That-
It's
kinda.
literally the new generation of Woodstock. Just add some dubstep in there.
Right? Yeah, it's just like a more relaxed.
Wow.
I'm looking for
That's
some-
wild.
That like okay, so you say people resell them. How much, like on average, have you seen one go for, or like not like?
Oh, like
bought one
Electric
for?
Forest and EDC are like, I would say the top in the US. And for resale, they'll probably sell them for like $500-600.
What? Why don't we like know about?
So
this?
what's retail of them? Like as soon as they drop.
About the same price. People
Oh,
don't lower
people
it.
don't
Oh,
resale
okay.
and make money. Resell
No,
and make
like
money.
most
off
of
them?
the time, people will keep it at the same price. I mean, if it gets to the
Really?
point where it gets too close to it, then they'll drop it down 100 or 200. But most of the time,
Really?
they keep it like.
Really, I would inflate that. Fuck.
Like I had to sell my Electric Forest, and I sold it for the exact amount that I bought it for.
Really? Okay.
People
Well, I-
are crazy for it. They don't care. They'll pay
Yeah.
anything.
I would mark that up like 150%.
Some people do. Some people will put it at like 800, but then you got to think about it. Like if they go look on the website, they're gonna be like, how does 400 and 800 make sense?
Supply and demand, though, you know.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. I didn't realize they go for that much. How much what's like the longest one, like week or like day wise?
I would say Burning Man. Burning
how
Man
long
is
is that?
about 2 weeks and you're in the middle of the desert.
Oh shit.
I've never been. No,
Okay.
I haven't been to that one. It's in Vegas. Yeah, so it's 2 weeks. You're in the desert. They do a bunch of like ceremonies, and they'll burn like all these crazy things. Like,
Really?
yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Do
Does it
people
get,
like
like,
die?
Yeah, like doesn't it get hot out there? and shit?
I don't really know so much about Burning Man, but when I went to my first EDC, they had it. I think it was in June, and it was like super hot. So many people died. People died from like heat strokes, had heat poisoning. People are dying from drug overdoses. Like they got it under control, so I'll give it to them. But they moved it back, I believe, now in May, so it's a little cooler. But
Okay.
yeah, it's all at night too. So it starts
Oh,
at
and it's
6
all
p.m.
at night.
and it ends at 7 in the morning
Jesus Christ.
because it's just too hot during the day.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but that doesn't stop people from partying and stuff, though.
Yeah,
You
people don't
know?
stop at 7
That
a.m.
shit's wild.
They just go to the casino.
2 weeks straight? Could you even do that?
No.
Dude, I don't.
Well, the thing is,
think
at
so.
Burning Man, you stay in the desert. Like you don't
Yeah.
go to a hotel.
Yeah.
So you're camping right there, and you wake up in the heat. And
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think I could do that for
Yeah,
like
no.
2
Probably
weeks.
stinks out there.
That's what I'm saying.
People
man.
don't. Okay, one thing: people do not shower at festivals, and I don't know why, but they smell so bad. There's
Where are
a
you
guy
gonna
that wa-
shower?
Yeah, I
Well,
was just saying.
they
is there,
normally
like,
have like showers that you can go to, like you pay $5, but people refuse to do it. And
I
it's
feel like $5 is not bad.
I'm like, bro, for 5 days, you need a shower.
Yeah.
People are probably too strung out to like even think about a shower, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a guy that went viral for a while. He had a deodorant on a stick, and he'd walk around and people would smell, and he'd be like, yo, bro, lift up your arms. And he'd start like deodorant people.
That shit would be funny, dude. That would be funny. Such a good idea.
He was like, sorry, bro, you smell, but can you lift your arms up real quick?
Buddy, you fucking reek. Get out of here. What the fuck? No, I couldn't imagine. Like,
No.
I don't know if I could do it staying in a hotel for.
I mean, a hotel's not bad, because if you think about it, you partied all night, you smell a little bit, whatever, but you get a nice clean bed, a hot shower, and like,
yeah, definitely.
you're good.
How old are you?
23.
23. Okay, so I'm 25. I know it's not that big of a difference, but like, is it because of my age that I can't do that?
I mean, there's like 70
Like
year olds
party
going to
every
these.
day. I know.
70?
I swear to God. Okay, wait,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you story time.
Yeah, you're
So,
good.
my second EDC, I met this couple, and they were old, and they've been going to raves and stuff. Like, they went to the first Woodstock, and they gave me an excision bracelet, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna keep going till we die and can't walk no more. And I was like, how many of these have you gone to? And they were like, 50. I'm like,
What the fuck?
I
They were
hope me
probably
and
at
my
Woodstock
soulmate-
too.
that's what they said. That was their first festival, was Woodstock.
God.
Really?
They were
Dude,
old
that's-
as hell.
Wow. And they just kind of like they like make their way and survive the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I don't know how.
They were rolling, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause like I feel like it's got to be like 97% of people there are not sober.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. That's like your playground to like drop acid, drop shrooms, you know, roll on some Molly.
All right. What's the craziest shit you've done if you're comfortable talking about it? If not, it's all right.
Craziest shit I've done.
Like craziest drug wise.
I'd say DMT.
You've done DMT? Done it? No,
I
really?
mean, like I smoked it with some weed, but it was like pretty raw. You just kind of laid there, looked at all the lights, listened to the music.
Yeah.
It was like a fun little like. It almost felt like you're on acid, but like without everything like hallucinating.
Okay, so you didn't get the full breakthrough
No.
thing. Okay.
It was
'Cause
just
that
more
shit's-
like you just saw colors. And
Yeah.
like you just felt the vibration.
So you have to be like in touch with yourself, I feel, to even do any like half of those drugs at those
100%.
festivals.
If you are not having a positive mindset, you're not in the right place of mind, don't even touch any like psychedelics because you're just automatically going to go on a bad trip.
Yeah, for sure.
What the
Been
fuck?
there. Don't
What's
wanna
your
go
What's your
back.
favorite drug to on those festivals? Like, what's your
Well,
favorite?
I haven't done them in I'd say about a year and a half, but
Or what's the most popular? I guess you could say.
I'd say when I went to festivals and I did them was Molly.
Molly.
It's just like
Figured.
when you have like I'd say like a 12-hour day and you're just partying nonstop from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, like you need that energy. And Red Bull and alcohol is not gonna cut it. You're gonna slow down. So like
Fuck yeah.
just a little bit of Molly just gets you a long way and keeps you dancing.
Molly's the choice, huh? You're all worried about a fan.
Yeah.
You're
Hear
fine.
the fans kick on for the first time in a
Kicks
year.
on like the longest.
I will say though, I have been to a couple festivals sober, like no alcohol,
Really?
just water, no drugs, nothing. I personally like it better. I feel like you're more in tune with the music. You appreciate the art more. I feel like I've had more deeper conversations with people because there is a lot of people that go sober. So like
Yeah.
you kind of find them, and I feel like everything just comes in a more prettier, natural way.
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome, Dex. Enter chat. What's poppin'? Dexter.
Just gotta say hello.
Oh yeah, Dexter's always trying to get on a pod. You want your 5 seconds of fame? I get it.
So you don't know your next festival you're going to yet? Probably
I'm
not,
trying
that's
really
random.
hard. I just got my boyfriend for the first time to go to one. He went to Imagine. That was both our first time. It was alright. Could be better. I mean, I guess it's their first time like making it a bigger festival, so there was a lot of complications. But I'm trying to convince him to go to EDC. He's more of like a dubstep person, but like he wants to go to just strictly a dubstep festival. So it's like.
And that's what like EDC is compared to like what's like the other one or no? I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
EDC
fucking
is
lost.
it has, I want to say, between 15 to 17 stages, all different genres.
Really?
So like if you don't like house, you can go to another stage. It's got dubstep, drum and bass, hardstyle. You got deep house, like all different types of stuff. And like if you don't like it, you could literally just flip around, you know.
Really?
Stage hop.
That's just cool though. It's
I
like
do
all
like
different.
that.
Like you can like, and like for somebody that's new, I feel like me. Like I've always
You'd
heard
like
from
that, yeah.
everybody that goes. I feel like, because I've always looked at it like, I don't know. I don't want to be rude, but I always looked at like, damn, that shit's like kind of crazy. Like I don't know if it's for me. But like everybody, anyone who's been and had the same thought as me, and I've talked to, they always say you got to go to experience it, and then you'll like want to go back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everybody kind of knocks it. They're like, oh, like people just go there to do drugs, and it's like no one said you had to do them. Like you could walk in there and experience it for yourself and be like, holy shit, like this is a whole different world, but it's pretty cool. Cause like, okay, let's just say you went to a festival. There's 3 stages. You don't really like the music. All right, well, they have so many exhibits where it's like there's art that people are graffitiing. They have like a bunch of shops. You can shop clothing. Like, so there's so much to do there. It's just like, I'd say it's almost like a mini, like a fair.
right.
Like
okay.
you have so much going on, but
yeah.
it's like you're not gonna get bored.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Like they have like rides and shit too at some of them, right?
Oh yeah.
That shit's cool.
EDC always has like probably like 20 rides.
It's like, really? 20?
Yeah, they have like a designated
Damn,
area.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's just cool though.
Yeah.
And then like
Imagine a fair like roller coaster crashes while you're on Molly.
Oh my god.
what the fuck, bud? Oh, it's like the worst thing, but I love it. It's so funny. Dude, it'd be like, I don't even know what that'd feel like, dude.
Terror
I'd be
death.
too amped. I'd be pumped, probably. Yeah. Nah, dude, like, no, I feel like, like, from a guy who's had, like, a few bad trips on, like, shrooms, if you were having, like, a bad one and, like, your
See-
buddies are just trying to push you, like, come on, get on this coaster, that shit would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Even
want
if
to
it didn't
ask you
crash.
about shrooms. Because I don't know if it's just me, but like I feel like shrooms doesn't work for me that much. I feel like I get more of like a vibrational, you know, not really like where I see colors or like hallucinations. Like people will be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I'm on acid, and I'm like, okay.
No, it's like
I
more
ate
of
like
like a
half a shroom bar. What's going on?
I feel like it's more of a mental thing. Like,
Mhm.
like we always used to have like the joke or like whatever. I don't know who it came from. It came from somebody, but they're like shrooms are for like taking by yourself in your room at night, and like acid's like for like the party and like having fun. Like shrooms are just weird. They're like they're gonna make you like question your life. Like acid, I'm like having fun on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like shrooms, like they're. If you're not ready for those, don't do them. Like, don't do them if you're not ready. Because I wasn't ready. And oh, man, it's not good. It's not a good time. You ever had a
done
bad...
shrooms?
He's kind of like a little sober bird, except for alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol is.
What's your favorite drink?
I don't know. I like liquor. Yeah.
Mhm.
Depends on the night, but usually either whiskey or vodka.
Whiskey
Okay.
what?
Whiskey or vodka.
Whiskey
Oh,
or
whiskey.
vodka?
Depends. Dude, I go cheap. I just buy cheap. Yeah, I'm not picky.
Classic
I don't
bottle
like
and shit.
bourbon though.
I don't like bourbon either.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Crown
the
Apple is pretty good mixed with ginger ale.
That
Yeah.
shit's good though.
Mm-hmm.
Crown is good. Peach is really good. I love. That's my favorite. That's my only like.
Peach
like,
has like such a weird flavor.
You like
the fruit
peaches?
is good, but
Yeah.
like just like artificial flavor, no.
It's like mango.
This is gonna sound really weird, but honey whiskey with like 7-Up or Sprite, so good,
7-Up,
That's
really?
so funny.
so good. I used to drink that in college all the time. It's so good.
Honey whiskey.
Honey
huh?
whiskey.
I'm not like a big liquor guy though. Like I do beer and shit. Or
I
like
just had my
seltzers.
first like sour the other day, and it was pretty good.
Sours?
It was like Ivan's Ooze or some shit.
Yeah, sours are really.
You should try
fucking good.
the Minky Boodle.
Minky
or-
Boodle from.
Minky Boodle.
That was the
That's pretty
first
good.
sour I ever had a couple years
Yeah.
ago.
That was not bad.
But like I'm not like a huge like beer connoisseur.
Snowberry.
Me either.
Snowberry, shout out. Snowberry is really good though.
It actually is pretty
It
good.
is so good. But like yeah, like I'm not a huge like I don't get into like the. I think it's cool.
Would
Like,
you ever do what's it called? Ashwagandha, whatever.
Motherfucker, what?
What?
Ashwagandha.
Isn't that a vitamin?
Or not ashwagandha. What
Yo,
the
look at Meg's like trying to analyze.
no, what is it
this
called? What is it called? Joe Rogan did
Ayahuasca?
it. Yes.
It's basically DMT. I feel it's just an extract or some shit.
They
right?
have
Is that
to,
like
like-
that cactus shit?
It's like the root. It's like
they go to Mexico and you
Yeah,
have to pay
yeah,
like
no.
that's kind of like
shit ton of
DMT.
money and like
ayahuasca's like
you have to have a doctor on site.
yeah.
like,
Oh, thank
Ayahuasca
you.
it gives you the same effect. It's
But, like,
basically DMT.
people say it like opens their fucking mind.
Yeah,
and,
it's
like,
DMT
does-
if you
See,
like changes them forever.
a
People
lot
say.
of
dimmed. I just tried to fucking sip my
I've seen
water.
that.
You saw that?
No.
Dude, I'm gonna have to play it back. But like, I tried to sip it. Boom, mic right in my fucking face.
when I tried DMT, it wasn't like a lot. It was just like a little like fairy dust on top
Yeah.
of weeds. So like I don't think it really like hit me like it should have.
You gotta get like that, like what they call the breakthrough.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I don't
think
know.
it's-
See, like DMT is kind of scary because like I don't know. Have you ever tried ketamine?
No, I've never done. No,
Okay.
no ketamine.
I by accidentally did it because someone told me it was something else, and yeah, that's scary. Okay, I went into a K-hole, and being in a K-hole is the most scariest thing ever. You lose sight, you lose hearing, you can't move, and you're just stuck. And pretty much like people describe, if you do too much DMT, that's exactly what happens. You go in a K-hole. And when I went in mine, I know it sounds crazy, but I was literally seeing like stars and like spaceships, and everything was just shooting at me. But magically, somehow, if you eat candy, it takes you out.
Really?
Like if you eat sugar, it automatically brings you back.
That's
and you're perfectly
crazy.
fine.
Is that like the what is ketamine?
It's a horse tranquilizer.
Oh fuck.
But yeah,
Fuck, bud.
that's a very popular thing at festivals.
Ketamine?
Yes.
I can imagine. I feel like it's cheap too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap and easy.
No offense to the looks, but
You're good.
that's what we call them.
Mhm.
They love that. That's like their home. Like
Okay.
they have it everywhere. A lot of people I know do it. It's just not specifically for me.
Okay. I understand that.
Yeah.
Because I've
Same
heard
thing with, like,
horror stories and shit.
DMT, like, I guess like if you hit that level, it's the same. And I can only imagine with like the cactus shit, like I feel like it's kind of in the same realm. So like.
Yeah, like from what I
Thanks.
gather, it is. There's like a bunch of science that goes into this shit. But like when I was growing up, like DMT was like the coolest thing to me. Like I never did it, and I still don't think I could at this point. Look at him over here. He's like we used to have long talks back in about DMT. We should get some like back in like 8th grade, dude. No, but like I feel like I'm not even in the right mindset now to do it, dude. Because like that shit's gonna change you if you're
a
not
lot of
cool.
people have it in like a dab pen, and they say it like hits a little bit better and it levels you. But I feel like I don't know. You
It's just
take
a
too many hits
crazy
of that.
world that we live in. Like DMT, I used to think that was the craziest thing. Now people got them in like pens and shit.
Yeah.
Like, but basically, if you break through what they call it, you smoke enough, you do enough, whatever the fuck it is, you break through, you go into like this like tunnel. You see, talk to aliens. Feels like you're in it for hours. You're in it for like 15 minutes or some shit. Bunch of different shit. But everybody's got like the same average story.
Hop on a spaceship.
That's just crazy. I am not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. Like I'm not ready for like this room around me to melt and I go into like a
Wait, you
fucking
don't want to
realm.
say hello to fellow aliens?
What's that?
You don't want to say hello to the fellow aliens?
Listen, I'm totally down for that, but fuck, I don't know about that. That's just like
Do you guys think
it's
they're
so
real?
immense. Aliens, fuck yeah. I don't know about like brain eating things, but definitely aliens.
Yeah, something's out there.
Like I feel like if
Someone's probably here, honestly.
What's that?
I just want to see a spaceship.
That's
I mean, I hope that if there is aliens, they come out like Paul. You ever see the movie Paul? The alien that like smokes weed, drinks.
Nah.
bitches.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
Paul, yeah, that should be dope.
I'd be like, all right, let's
Smokes
go to the bar.
weed. Yeah, hell yeah, that's my alien friend. Dude, you probably make a fucking fortune off an alien
Or
like
maybe
that
ET,
too, though.
because you know, like if you touch their finger, it gives them power.
That should be
Let
cool.
me fly.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Is that what your superpower would be? Just to
No.
fly? Would
My
it be?
superpower would probably be to be invisible.
Why?
just
What you
'cause-
trying to do?
I just like to know all the drama and be sneaky sometimes.
That's
Like,
facts.
You're
What
nosy.
about like mind reading
yeah,
though?
very nosy.
Mind reading? Is that not one too?
Ooh. Can I
Because
have
now you
both?
can like know. Yeah, you can change it. Yeah.
Alright, can we do like both?
Oh, you can
half
do
and
both.
half?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A little bit. Like one works sometimes, the other works the other time.
Depends on the day.
You imagine like you're invisible somewhere you shouldn't be. You
You
fucking-
just
Right.
become
and for some reason you're
uninvisible.
naked. It's like, dude, it's so
It's
awkward.
like you hold your breath, all of a sudden you breathe. Oh.
Yeah. I would probably do invisible. I'm not gonna lie.
Shit.
Dude, that'd be so cool
Definitely
to just
would.
be like, peace.
But I feel like everyone would know I'm there anyway. You ever like dawned in, like watch somebody and you can hear them, whether it was you're younger, you're listening to your parents talk downstairs, some shit, and you feel like they know you're watching, but they're still going on with their day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I would still feel that way, if that makes sense.
I feel like I'd dim myself up by laughing too hard.
That's shit like that too.
Yeah.
Like if
Being
like
invisible, you just hear me
oh,
laughing.
fucking hell.
So funny.
Some funny shit happens in front of you. Oh man, I would.
So, I don't even want to think about that.
I would.
I don't think
use-
I would want to be invisible.
What'd be your superpower?
I would say fly probably. Honestly, some basic.
No,
I don't want to
you
be
can't do
invisible. I don't want
fly.
to know shit I don't
You
need to
can't
know.
do fly.
All right.
Do something cool. Would you make things float? That's not cool. What's cool?
Would you shoot things with your hands?
Dude, shit, that'd be fucking cool.
Just be like, psh.
Dude, someone's going slow in front of you, hand right out the window.
Be like, fuck you.
Fuck out of here.
Lasers in your eyes.
Oh, laser beams for eyes? That should be cool.
Take that.
That'd be pretty cool.
What the fuck are we talking about? I feel like I'm on DMT talking about this right now.
I don't know what kind of like figure this thing is over here, but like
Stone Cold?
when you were talking about superpowers, I was just thinking of him just like shooting things out of his hands,
Stone
and I'm like,
Cold.
it's like a
I
figure
ain't
guy.
gonna put him in the middle. He doesn't need to be in the middle. Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's what I aspire to be in the future. I'm gonna be a pro wrestler. I used to want to be a pro wrestler, but we'll talk about that another day.
All right.
I'm fucking stuck. Doing
So I
some
saw
stuff.
on your Instagram you've been on like Fresh and Fit, right?
Mhm.
How is that?
I love Fresh and Fit. They're pretty cool dudes. We have a lot of debates. I like how very diverse they are, but sometimes I hate how they just kind of like, I get it, you're sticking up for men, but like you're not really understanding the full point. Like if you ask girls questions, kind of like step out of your own shoes and see what other people are saying. But most of the time when they go on there, they have really good questions. Very relatable. I've had some incidents where I was talking to somebody and they gave me great advice, and then I was just like, "Yep, you're out." Yeah.
So okay, I'm crucify me if you need to, but I don't really like know what Fresh and Fit. I hear the name. What is like basically the podcast about?
A lot of dating advice and like,
Geared towards men.
Is it? Yeah, I would say is it
For
geared towards
sure.
men? Because I know
Yeah.
Andrew Tate was on it, right? Were you there that time?
Uh-huh.
Really? Oh, we'll talk
Yeah.
about that in 1 second. But that's crazy. But yeah, we'll talk about. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to cut you
you're
off.
fine. Yeah, I actually did a podcast with him. I didn't even know who this man was. They were like, "Yo, you want to come on a boat?" And I was like, "All right." They're like, "Andrew Tate and someone else is gonna be there," and I'm like, "Who?" And they're like, "Just come." And I'm like, "All right." So I get on the boat. We're talking. He's like a chill dude, kind of cocky. Like, he seems like that type of person that's like, "Hey, like I'm better than everybody else, and because I have this power, you should suck my dick." And it's like, yeah, you're not that hot. But he asked me on a date, and I kept denying him. Did it about 3 times. Asked 4 times. And then we went on a podcast together, and he talked about how he wanted to marry me. We have 12 dogs in wherever he lives right now.
Fucking Tate, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, I mean, I'm good with the dogs. I don't know if I'd want to marry somebody like that, because the way he talks about women, it really bothers me. He talks about how he really wants to mold a girl into being his property. And I think that's really offensive and rude because, like, if you're dating someone, you don't mold them into your property. You build and grow with them. That's healthy. But molding somebody into your property is very disrespectful and downgrading. And you're pretty much just telling me I'm your dog and you want me to do what you want. And it's no.
So that like whole car statement he had, I don't know if it was on that episode or not, but did you hear that when he was like, if I'm at a bar or something and my $5 million Bugatti is fucking parked out front, someone tries breaking in, I trust the locks on it, but I'm not going to let them just keep trying to break in. So he would go beat him up, right? Same thing goes for his girl. He's not going to just let some guys try to talk to her.
Right. I mean, like...
Do you agree with that? Because that was, like, very controversial because then, like, people are like, oh, he's comparing girls to fucking cars.
I wouldn't compare a human being to an object because, one, you're just, again, downgrading them, and it's very disrespectful because human beings have more feelings, like, they're just more than an object. And the fact that you're comparing that is very rude. But, like, as far as, like, you not giving your girl the freedom, like, guys are going to talk to her if they want to. Now, it's her choice to make the decision whether or not to continue the conversation and be respectful of the relationship. Now, if she's being disrespectful, then, I mean, hands up, go beat his ass. But, you know, it should also be the same way with the guy. You should respect your relationship, and if a girl comes up to you and talks to you, you should be very respectful, and if you're not, then the girl should be allowed to freak out and do what she wants.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah,
makes sense. I think the big misconception with him is like he's Eastern European or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was raised a lot differently than the Western world. So
yeah, no, and like, I didn't even know that, but now that you say that, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's like
I just feel like he words things in the worst ways possible.
He does it on purpose. He does it on purpose.
I feel like he does that to go viral.
Yeah, so
and it makes sense. And it makes sense.
But like, he doesn't really have respect for women. He looks at them like his property. So like, you're gonna bow down to me. You're gonna do what I say, and if you don't fucking like it, well, you know, then you'll see what happens. And unfortunately, in those type of countries, I'm not, you know, speaking on other cultures because I really don't know, but from a lot of friends of experience, you know, they treat their women like that. So it's like, you can't dress a certain way, you can't talk a certain way, you can't do things a certain way. Like, you have to do what the man tells you to do, or else you're pretty much fucked. And like, in the U.S., that's not how shit rolls. My man's not going to tell me to bow down to him because I'm going to look at him and laugh in his face like, I'm sorry, what? I'll be respectful to you in our relationship, but you're not going to control me and make me your dog.
Right? Yeah, no, and I get it. I do understand it. I never really got into the huge thing. I know you were a little bit, but now, like, I mean, you and I both, we just see a lot on TikTok. We're on TikTok so much.
Oh, yeah, no. You're fine. I mean, a lot of people just do not like him whatsoever. Yeah. I feel like it definitely is a lot for show, but then again, like, when you hear and see about these cultures, like, that's really how it is, though. And it's really sad because, like, some of these girls can't even have a voice. They aren't strong enough to stand up for themselves or have somebody to back them up. Like, pretty much, like, a lot of them are arranged marriages, too, where it's like, you have to do what we say, or, like, you know, God forbid.
That's wild.
Like,
arranged marriages are fucking wild
so
to me.
wild.
I don't know what
in Iran, it's really fucked up. I just read something that's like, they arrange a marriage with the prison guards, and these women get raped, and then they kill them. And it's like, if you go against what they want, they're gonna kill you either way. And it's like,
that's fucked up. That's
I can't even imagine, like, being in an arranged marriage and being like, listen, you have to bow down to your husband, because if not, then you die. Yeah,
that's like basic moral human, like I don't even rights. I don't even know if I should say rights. That's just like what something you like. I don't know. But like, I saw some country. I don't know what country it was, so I don't want to say anything. But like, they were protesting. I guess like a 13-year-old or 14-year-old girl got beat to death by the police after she didn't wear the right proper outfit or something, and like 15,000 people were protesting. The officials, they all arrested as many as they could. They got like 11,000 or something. They sentenced them to death, dude. There was like a big thing going around Instagram for that. Like, I know you saw it at some point because a lot of people we know retweeted it or reposted it. Then you don't pay attention. But like, yeah, that shit was like, I'm like, what the fuck? How you gonna sentence 11-something thousand people to fucking death for protesting? And like the whole like beating up of the woman, the girl is terrible. I don't know. Some Middle Eastern, I'm not sure. I want to say Iraq.
Sounds like Nazi Germany.
When
Honestly,
you sit back and you see all this like unraveling around the world, and you see how cultures are so different from us, it's kind of like, wow, like it's kind of scary. But like also you look back and you're like, damn, like we really have a lot of freedom, and like I'm grateful and thankful we do. I mean, not in certain ways, but like in that aspect, like being able to marry who you want and not having an arranged marriage, and being able to stand up for yourself and, you know, be respectful of relationships and do what you want is like amazing compared to like these countries. Like it's so sad.
Yeah. Like basically, like we could
I
basically.
think that's one thing a lot of people forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
big time.
we're just living here, just
We
doing our
And
basically
then
thing.
they're
could
like,
do
oh, I want to go
anything.
move to another country and it's gonna be that better there, and it's like
That shit's
oh.
wild when people say shit like that. Cause like I see like those articles that people are getting executed for that. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like at least I don't think I can name like one thing, and I'm not even gonna mention it because how fucked it is. I can name like one thing I get the death penalty for doing. Like, and that's shooting in school. I'm not gonna mention that, but I just did. But like, but like seriously, like you could get away with, like, not get away, but you could you could just be alive.
Yeah.
Not since it's death. That shit's crazy, dude. I'm blessed. God bless the USA. Apparently. Let's
So,
go.
one other thing. Do you think men and women have different roles in a relationship?
Like, what do you mean?
I mean, I'm not saying anything crazy here. I
No,
promise.
you're fine.
But do you like? I'm not saying the wife should stay at home and cook and clean and stuff. But do you think men and women have different roles? Do you think a man should always protect and provide for his women? Do you think women should always care for and love his man and like her man? And I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, do you think there's different roles in a relationship?
I do, but
Okay.
to a certain extent. Like, I'm a very independent person. Me and my boyfriend have this problem a lot. Like, we kind of butt heads when it comes to like who's gonna pay for this, who's gonna pay for that. Just because like I feel like yes, a man should pay for things, he should treat you, you know. I don't necessarily agree that he should pay your bills unless he puts a ring on your finger, because then it's like, okay, like, you know, you're the man of the house, now we're married, pay for some bills, you know, do it that way. I think until that point, like, you both should independently be making your own money, should be sharing things, should have that, you know, balance with each other. As far as like, you know, the woman staying home and being a stay-at-home girlfriend, absolutely not unless you have a kid. Women out here are getting jobs left and right. Girl, go make your money, step up, be a hustler. Like, I have about 7 different jobs, and I like to stay busy all the time. I can't just sit at home. Like, if I have kids, God help me, I better find like something to do at home. But like, I also don't believe that a man should sit at home and depend on his woman. Like, he should be out there working just as hard as she should, because when you both are building and growing together, your relationship is going to be so much better, and you guys are going to succeed and build an empire. Can't just be one-sided, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
But
100%.
a woman should, and shall the man, they both should love and protect each other. A man should obviously protect a woman a lot more because, you know, we're more sentimental and sensitive, and I wouldn't say weak, but, you know, we're not as strong as men are. So, like, they should definitely hold that title and be more dominant. But females should also hold that title of showing them love and that sensitivity and being, you know, cute and
Comforting.
feminine.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. So, I don't know. I feel like every man, probably not him, he's a fucking freeloader, this guy. But every man's goal is to provide for their women.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Fight for anything. Don't. Okay, I gotta call you out now. Don't call me a freeloader. You fuck.
No,
You
we
fuck.
talked about it with Trinity.
I know. I'm more than happy if my girlfriend makes more money
You're
than
like,
me.
my girl could pay for everything. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll let her pay for anything. Yeah, fuck yeah. You make triple the amount of money I do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I'll help out with bills and shit, but you can pay for
Hey,
dinner.
I
if
know,
we go
but,
out,
like,
especially if it's your
That's when
idea.
you
To
start
me-
putting the heels on and you start wearing dresses.
I'm down, more than down.
That's what I'm saying. Though.
Sign
like,
me up.
That's embarrassing to me.
Nah,
like, I
dude.
feel like that would be embarrassing. Like,
Honestly,
No
like
have my
offense,
girl
but
pay
like
for
you
it.
said, I'm
never
still
date
gonna
a
work.
man that feeds off of me. And if he feeds
Whoa,
off
whoa, whoa!
of me,
See, we're taking the wrong
no,
avenue. here.
no,
No,
this is
no.
where we're going.
No.
This is where we're
No,
going.
we're taking the
Go
wrong
ahead.
avenue here. You're
Continue.
getting the
Let her
wrong
talk.
picture.
Let her
I've
talk.
already had men that have mooched off me, and I'm sorry, but they're bottom feeders. You're a bottom feeder. If
Yeah.
you have to mooch off your girlfriend and she makes more money than you,
I don't mooch
what
though.
the hell
Let her
is wrong
talk.
with
Don't look
you?
at me
her
like
talk.
that, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, but your dick is small, okay? At that point. Like,
Yes.
get the fuck up, get some balls, go get a job, okay? Like,
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking
No,
about.
but I don't mean it like that. Like, dude, listen, you're gonna ask me to go out to dinner, and like you got a lot more money. I'm not gonna argue with you about paying.
but you
if I'm gonna
should've
pay
offered
bills
to put
this
your
way.
card down first.
Oh, and I do,
let
but
her
like
push
then,
it out the way and
but
be
then
like,
I'm not gonna be like, get the fuck down here and pay. But like, listen, you could pay. Like, you got like
Yeah,
three
you're
digit,
that
4
guy.
digit.
Oh, I forgot my wallet in the car.
I would never do
Yeah,
that, and I
no, and then
always
it's gonna turn
offer.
in-
That's him.
Hey,
But and I
babe,
Don't let him lie
like,
to you.
can
I
you pay
would
for my phone
don't
bill this
ever,
month?
don't
Can you pay
ever.
for my rent? Can you pay for my clothes?
See, I've never asked a girl to pay for any bill.
No, but he would if he had the opportunity.
No,
I know
I-
you would.
no, I
we were
wouldn't.
just talking about it last
no,
week.
I would never ask.
Oh my
I
God.
would never do it if I had the money. If I had the money. If I didn't have the money and it was a really down time, yes. And I would admit how I am a shitbag and like a loser. And I don't have my shit together. I need to get my fucking shit together. But that's why she's
Alright,
there to
so
help through it. But
I'm
I
gonna
ain't in
give you
that
a pep
position.
talk. You're gonna pull your dick out of your ass, and you're gonna get
Whoa.
some fucking bigger balls,
Whoa, whoa,
and
whoa.
you're gonna go get a big boy job.
Okay,
and you're gonna
okay,
go make
okay.
big boy chops.
Listen. No. And he's over
Yes.
here acting like that. Listen, okay, you want to talk about it. You want to talk about it. You and I talked when we were in the Dominican, and you, like I was kind of sitting there. You're like, just want to provide for my woman. Like, dude, you're living in like the 50s. Like, you're acting like she can't like make more money than you. Like, all I'm basically saying is
didn't
that I'm more than happy if she makes a lot more money than
No,
me.
I-
I'm not gonna mooch off her. I just like
You were saying
I don't want to
As long
go.
as you're not mooching off her, it's one thing because, like I said, we have this problem. Like I always try and pay the bill, and he'll like push it out the way, and I'm like, yeah, no, just kidding, I'm doing it. But like, if you're mooching off of her and you know she's paying your bills, she's paying for you
Yeah.
to eat shit and breathe, like,
Yeah.
no, absolutely not. You are more than capable to go get a big boy job and act
Fuck
like a
yeah.
fucking adult.
And I
And it's
the only
okay to
thing
let her
the only thing I
pay.
really kind of ask for is just like sometimes dinner. Like I never get my way. I never do. I still always pay, but like once in a while. But then not once in a while she'll pay. But like I just look at her once in a while. I'm like, you got this one? like I bought like 3 days ago. We drank a lot tonight. Like that's
Do you
the
let your
worst.
girl pay?
No, if she does, it's like without me knowing. You know what I mean? Like she'll do it out of the kindness of her heart
Oh, you.
without me. I swear to God, I don't
No,
let
I
her
don't-
pay.
I'm not-
I could
I'm
be
not
on my
denying, I'm
last
not
penny,
denying. I'm just
and I'll
saying.
go sell crack before
But I
I
ain't
let
going
her.
out to dinner on my last penny. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, dude, listen, like,
Are you Italian?
A little bit.
Yeah. See,
is that an
I'm
Italian thing?
It is.
It's an Italian
because,
thing.
Like my boyfriend's very Italian, and it's the same way. Like you will sit there and fight about it, and it's like I have to do it kind of behind his back, or like just be like, all right, we'll just at the bathroom, give me the check.
Like we'll talk about it before we go, me and my girlfriend. Like if like on our way there, like she'll either ask or I'll ask like who's paying tonight. Then like I know how much. I'm kidding, but no, but, like we'll be like who's paying tonight, and like she'll go I will, or I'll go I will. But then she's done that to me a couple times where she
See,
takes
we
the
go
fucking
back
thing and
and
goes pays.
forth.
It's
It's
usually
not as
like
bad,
it's
you
usually
know?
like in every 3. Like I pay 3 times and she pays usually.
Yeah. I don't know.
But like she makes a lot more money than me. Listen, I'm not gonna live off her. I would never do that unless like she's
So
like
don't.
if she's Nicki Minaj rich, I'm going to. Like I'm just going to. If Nicki puts me in that situation, I always use Nicki for it because she's her
mean,
boyfriend.
I feel
it
like
wasn't
though,
anything.
even when you're in like that famous celebrity type relationship, you should always have a side hustle because what if it doesn't work out? What if she's like, you know what? Fuck you,
Like-
I'm gonna go to this man over here.
Like
and then
Britney
guess what?
Spears and
You're broke.
what's his name, K-Fed? Was it Kevin Federline? Yeah. And yeah, Britney Spears, like she just brought this random dude around and he just just made him famous. And like they broke up and now like you don't even know his name. Kevin
My
Federline.
smartest advice to couples nowadays is both of you should find a niche in business, make your own businesses because no matter what, even if you want to do it together, whatever, at least like when you guys separate, you guys still are having like a really high income coming in. Even if you split the company, guess what? 50-50.
Facts.
You
Yeah.
can't like be like, oh, well, I'm taking the whole company. Well, guess what? We open it together. You know? And I tell a lot of people now, like, there's so much to do for businesses. Like, there's drop shipping. There's like, you could go sell like prints online and people buy that shit. Like, there's so much to do other than just like clothing and just like food stores, you know?
Yeah. So, you said you have 7 jobs.
I was just gonna.
Yeah, like that caught me off guard. 7, Jesus, man, I struggle with like 2. Fucking hell.
Well, I
7.
recently retired from 1. So we'll knock it down to 6.
1.
Yeah, I retired from 1. But right now I do bartending, serving, influencing, modeling. I'm doing drop shipping right now. I'm doing also prints online that I was just talking about. Oh, HyperGlow. Okay, so we're back at 7. What else? Oh, I'm in the process of getting my real estate license, so I'm about to be a real estate agent. And then I'm going to school right now to be a contracting agent for national leagues.
Okay. Shit.
Contracting agent. What does that mean?
So I want to sign deals for like the MLB, NBA,
Okay, that's what I figured.
NFL.
Really?
Cool. How does that work while doing real estate? Are you just getting your license to like buy properties on your own and like do that, or?
Not really sure. I kind of just want to dip my foot in the water because like no matter what, I'm gonna have to go to school for probably the next like 5 years. Because unfortunately, when it comes to like after you get your bachelor's, you have to have law under your belt to be a contracting agent.
Yeah.
So I have to add another 4 to that. So after that, then I'll worry about my career. But right now, just like I take night classes, so I need something during the day. I want to stay like busy. I want to make a lot of commission. A lot of my friends are real estate agents, so they're kind of just like helping me get into it.
So, sorry, I'm switching topics, but how do you? I'm not switching topics completely, but what do you drop ship?
Pretty much I just have someone make my store for me, put all the products in. They supply me with the supplier, and I sit back and they do all the work for me. And
Is that easy?
yeah, I just.
I don't want to
come
make
up-
it sound easy. I'm sorry. I
No,
don't mean it
no,
like
it's
that.
okay. Yeah, I pretty much paid somebody to do the store. I created the name. I created the brand logo, and
You
I
select
sent
the
it over to them.
products?
No, they do it for me.
They do.
They
Really?
set it all up.
And are you running like ads and stuff like that, or
Nope,
no?
they do it.
Really?
You just pay them like a fee. They do it. They send it to your PayPal, whatever account you use. I use Stripe, but yeah, and they just.
Jesus.
Yeah, damn.
Now is that just like strictly out of like something to do? Like, I don't want to take it from you, but like some people work just because like it's something to do, not money driven. Is yours money driven?
Money
Success driven? Money driven?
I have a problem with like I love fast money, and I like to stay busy and make large amounts of money. So I try and find like anything that's new in right now and that's like skyrocketing. Like same thing with like prints. You open up an Etsy seller account, you literally grab digital prints, put it on a t-shirt and you sell it. Bang, there's 250,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard like drop shipping can be very hit or miss too.
it is.
Yeah.
You have to. I don't recommend anyone that does drop shipping to use AliExpress. It's long wait times, not good products. A lot of bad misconceptions come with it. I'm trying to think of the supplier that I use.
AliExpress. Why do I know
I think it's like Oblex or something like that.
that? Okay.
But yeah, like they're faster, great products. Pretty much the store that was built, it just has the products, people buy it, ships it out right to the seller. I don't do nothing. Just
Really?
make money off of it. Honestly, if people are interested in drop shipping, watch a bunch of YouTube videos, learn the basics of it. And then if you can find somebody that's like reliable and, trustworthy, definitely buy a pre-purchase store. Because then you could just sit back and profit and they take what, 10%?
Yeah.
All right, so if you're making like 250,000, take 10% of
Yeah,
that.
that's not.
Do you use
bad
like
at
a
all.
Shopify
Mhm.
to sell everything? Yeah,
Shopify is the way to go.
it
That-
is.
that and Etsy.
Shopify?
100%.
Mhm.
Especially if you're selling something.
That's just crazy to me, though.
Yeah.
Why?
Just like the ways to make money nowadays.
Oh, it's so crazy. Like, I make money off of TikTok. Literally, I put up a little dance, bang, however many views and likes I get off of it.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah. That TikTok's insane too. I just can't believe. This
Some
shit
people
never used to be here.
I know people that literally just go live every day.
Yep. And people send you gifts. Oh yeah.
And this one guy made 40 grand in a month.
Yeah,
just
last
from going live
semester
every
I'd
day.
be sitting there eating my lunch, and people would just be sending me like gifts, and it would turn into money.
That's what I'm saying. How do
Literally not even saying any words, just eating my lunch.
Am I not pretty enough for you people? Why can't you do that for me?
The other thing is there's like literally little kids that I don't know if they screen record or what, but you can tell like they're screen recorded videos being put on live, and they're just scamming all these old dudes. All these old dudes are just sending them gifts and stuff. These little kids are making shit tons of money.
No
dude.
way.
It's
Oh my
so
God.
easy
So
nowadays to make
genius.
money off of literally anything.
So do you consider yourself like a Jordan Belfort of the world?
Yeah, we're getting there. We're
You
in the
getting there?
works.
You getting there?
I'm now putting my boyfriend on, so like I'm helping him build his empire, so we could clash
Got
together.
you. Got you.
So if you could give the viewers one thing to start today after watching this, like what
Fuck
is
the
what
viewers,
is the
give me
best
one thing to start.
what is the best business to start, you think? Or not I don't want to say easiest, but like you know what I mean? What is your favorite?
I would say like, you know, if you're not willing to put the time and effort in to research and learn about drop shipping, digital prints. Like literally all you do is open up an Etsy seller account. I think it's like Canva or something like that. You go on there, you grab a t-shirt, you put some words on it. Like right now the holidays are going, so like all I want for Christmas is sleep. That's like a really popular one. You just plaster that on a shirt, and it's like from a supplier. You put it on Etsy, you sell that, people start buying it, get it straight from the supplier, and the money just goes to you.
It's fucking insane.
It's so easy to make money nowadays. It's
Max
like
plotting. He's
you
plotting.
literally just like go on YouTube, type in the fastest, easiest ways to make money, and just you gotta research and like
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people won't sit there and watch a YouTube video that's like 20 minutes long, but that 20 minutes could be the token to your future.
Etsy is very female oriented though.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I mean, there's a lot of men's stuff on there.
I'm sure
like
there is.
funny,
but
like you gotta be like funny and
who's
you
buying
gotta-
it though? You know what I mean?
Dude, there's a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
I see people walking
I
around
know, but I'm saying
with some fucking bunk shit on.
I'm
could
just
put,
saying the
like-
people buying it on Etsy are probably females buying it for their men.
Oh,
Most of the
God.
majority of the time, I just want to
Yeah.
say there's not
Alright,
a ton
well,
of men
if not
on
Etsy,
Etsy.
like really get into drop shipping. You know, there's
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of people that are out there making pre-built stores, and it's not that hard. People will give you free tutorials on YouTube. You just gotta.
Everything's online.
I think it's like Nathan Nazareth. He was my favorite. He's on YouTube. He gives you a whole like guide how to do drop shipping
Yeah.
from like A to Z.
Really. That shit's
Gives
crazy.
you like suppliers, products, best ads to use, like everything.
He doesn't try to sell a course.
No. Well,
Everyone's
sell
got a
them.
course.
I'm like,
Everyone
maybe he
feels
does,
like
but I don't know. I don't think it's expensive though. He
Yeah.
has like
Yeah.
a meeting you can set up with him. I didn't do that though. I just watched his videos for free and just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
brainstorm
Yeah.
and put it together.
A lot of the time, those things are, I don't want to say it or out anyone, but just scams.
Sketchy.
Or I mean, at this point, you guys could just make an OnlyFans.
You could do that too.
Or
Shit, I-
manage
dude, what the
manage
fuck?
OnlyFans.
You have no idea, dude. Yo.
Do you know how many people I know in Miami? Because I used to live there, but a lot of men will literally manage like 10 to 15 girls, and they're just making freaking 100K a month. Like just.
I know this girl in LA literally manages other girls' OnlyFans, and she's making $1 million a month.
I know a few.
She is some
no
guy in
shit.
like bumfuck Egypt messaging all the dudes.
You know what's
I
crazy?
know.
Girls'
I know a
accounts.
few guys who do some pretty high name ones. I don't want to drop it, but this one guy, you know who he is. He's from Rochester. He does some pretty high end ones. He's covering over like $1 million every couple months. It's
Jeez.
crazy, dude.
And most of the time, half of the OnlyFans girls, they're not just like sexual and nude and like porn and all that. Like it's actually like them cooking in the kitchen in a normal outfit
Yeah.
and like the gym. And dudes are
Facts.
just like, no offense, but like older men are just little bitches and they just want to talk to you.
Fucking
And it's
simp
like,
boys.
alright, so how about $200 to talk 10 minutes to me? Alright.
That's insane. Why can't? I'm sorry. I have to ask you because you're the only woman right now. Why can't women be like that for men? Because I'm telling you right
there's
now,
women that are.
I could.
Not as many.
I got the Riz,
Yeah,
bro.
Definitely not as many. I mean, no
Definitely not
offense
as many.
to
I
you
got the
guys.
Riz.
Not you guys in general, but
No, definitely
lay it
us
down,
too.
Lay it down. Lay it down. I'm just letting you know I got the
you
Riz.
guys literally have the size of like a peanut as a brain, and like you guys are just really the most stupidest.
I thought she was
dudes to
gonna
walk
pick
the
on me.
earth. I could look at you and take your wallet in like 10 seconds by just talking to you, and it's just like that easy. And it's like these men online, you just sucker them. Like,
Oh my god.
All right, but then
Okay.
there's guys running the OnlyFans also.
Making profits, bro.
yeah, but
making a
the
shit ton of
guys
money.
on the OnlyFans,
Profits.
they're also typing to the guys in the DMs.
Yeah, they are. And I
Yeah,
feel
there's-
like, I feel like,
that's
I
true.
feel like people
Okay,
like
I'll
this is
give
such
you
a known thing now, because it wasn't like super known like a year ago that like there was like
Right.
managers and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like now it's like such a popular thing. Like, dude, how are you still sending these messages to talk for like an hour? And it's like
It's always
you know
old
who
guys
you're
that
talking
don't spend a
to.
lot of time on the
You
internet.
know,
Old guys.
you
It's
know,
old
I
guys.
know, but dude, like, do they don't know?
I remember when I worked, like, my first job ever, I worked at a coffee shop, and this old man used to come in and tip me $20 just for one coffee. And he'd sit there and talk to me about his wife, and he's like, "Can I just take you out to lunch?" And I'm like, "No, dude, that's weird." But, like, he's like, "Why? Like, I'll give you, like, $200 just to sit there and talk to me." And it was like,
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
dude, it's so easy.
Fucking hell.
Dan's about to transition.
Dude,
I mean, if you just walk around looking like this, you know.
yeah, I
Hot and
can't look like
classy.
that, you know? That's it. I'm like one step closer to the edge, dude. It's so, dude, oh my god.
You don't have OnlyFans, do you?
No.
I could
What is?
I used to, though, but
I could
I have a
manage.
I was gonna
relationship
say-
now. I'm very respectful of him.
That makes sense, but like you said, people can cook on there and like do whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it. I used to be a dancer, and out of respect for him, you know, he doesn't care that guys talk to me. He lets me wear whatever the fuck I want and do what I want. But
I mean, like I had to hate to cut you off real quick, but like a lot of people show up like with somebody too. So I find it like very like the fact that like I'm assuming he knows where you are.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like I'm just amazed by the fact that like I don't know. It's not. I don't want to take shots at you or your boyfriend. I'm just saying like it's not many guys that like are secure enough with themselves that will like let
Oh,
their
yeah,
girlfriend
no.
come with two guys in some random
oh,
place.
he
You know what I'm
loves
saying?
it.
No,
He
okay.
loves when guys hit on me. He thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. And he'll let me wear the skimpiest outfits too. Like I'll wear like a outfit that's like completely see-through. And he'll just stand next to me all giddy, all smiling. Guys would try to talk to me and he's like, "Yeah, no, that's my girlfriend." But like when it comes to, you know, exposing yourself like that, no matter what, like I just respect a relationship more, and just out of respect for him, I don't want to do that. I feel like, you know, when you're in a relationship, dancing is very hard. It's a very hard thing to swallow, and a lot of men are very insecure, and they don't like allow that. And him being very secure, he even told me like, you know, I don't care that you work in the club, but like I can't have you as a dancer because like I just don't want people touching you. That's understandable. I don't
Right.
fucking like people touching me to begin with. So like to also be on OnlyFans though, like, you know, the more you expose, the more it sells. So like in his head, if I had that, like he's thinking, okay, well you're gonna make the most money by trying to expose yourself, even though they're not touching you. I still don't want guys looking at my girlfriend. And it's just a respect thing, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
makes
that's
sense.
dope of you. That's cool. I know a lot of women that wouldn't do that, but
Yeah, you know. I got a good one.
yeah,
he's an
apparently,
angel.
yeah. What the fuck was I gonna say, man? It was. Oh. Fucking hell. Okay. Have you ever thought about like doing it together?
I asked him that. But he comes from a very religious family.
Okay.
So we both are very religious, and it just kind of goes against our morals and, you know, our religion, and he's just not comfortable with that. And to be honest, I don't want to put him in that position. So
Right.
he thought about it, and he was like, it would be a great way to make money, but at the same time, like, is it really worth, like, putting our relationship like that out on the internet for other people to see?
Yeah.
And it kind of just made me sit back and think, you know what, if you have a really healthy relationship with somebody, the internet does not need to see and know everything that you guys do. Because unfortunately, this world is very twisted and evil, and people want to ruin that. Like, I don't even tag him in my shit because I don't want people knowing who he is. Because, like, people just, they don't care. Like, they may not even know you, but when you have an audience, people go behind your back to try and ruin it in every way possible. And it's like, if you have an OnlyFans, it's not that hard to take a screenshot, send, or screen record, whatever. And God forbid, you know, he's in it, I'm in it, and it goes to his job or something, or, you know, his family. That's just something you don't want to expose.
There's a lot of risk involved.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Big
yeah.
time.
Yeah. And it's understandable because, like you said, people are fucking insane.
It
People
amazes
are
me that,
crazy.
like, when you see people happy together and, you know, it's very healthy and positive, you would think you would want to be happy for them and let them enjoy that. But no, like, everybody just wants to tear you down and destroy you. And it's like,
People are miserable with themselves.
literally,
It's always the
like,
brokest
if you're
ones,
miserable,
too.
Please go to therapy and get help, because honestly, you should not be taking your anger and miserable life out on other people, you know?
Yeah. It's always the broke ones, too. Hating ass. I had to take that moment to say that. I feel like every rapper ever says that. When it's always some broke ones.
I mean, no, it's always the bottom feeders.
The bottom feeders. The fucking broke blokes. The fucking... Help me out here, Max. Give me something.
Nothing.
Broke bitches, yeah. It's always the broke bitches. Hating ass. Fucking Karens.
Wait a second.
Yeah, they all look like Squidward, too. That's crazy.
Oh
No,
my
I
God,
agree,
yeah,
though.
Squidward was very negative.
A lot of private shit should be kept private, especially when you have kind of a platform. I get people trying to dox me and shit on TikTok. It's fucking crazy.
You ever sell feet pics? How much money you clear? You don't need to say a huge number. You don't need to say exact. You don't even need to say a number.
I'd say the most I made off of a feet pic was $1,000.
The fuck,
One
guys?
picture.
Guys,
One
I give up.
picture.
Guys, I'm telling you. God damn it.
Dex is
You
joining us
know-
again.
Dex is cool. He's fine.
He's good. He's good. Don't worry
He's
about
alright. Seriously, he's
He's
alright.
fine.
He's just gonna
It's
sit here
just-
and look pretty with me.
Dexter, he's cool. Trust me. We've done it every podcast. It's funny. It's great.
I love it.
Is that Feet Finder? What
Oh, yeah.
the fuck?
Will they buy men's
Literally
feet?
put
Where
one
do you-
toe in, and people will like.
Will they buy my feet? Do you think?
No.
My feet aren't terrible.
Listen, if you just get a pedicure, a nice little pedicure, you don't have to put polish on it. You know, just make them look nice.
I have hair on my
People will-
feet though.
People love that though. People are sickos. Okay.
Do you have to like promote it though, like on other platforms, kind of?
No.
So is it
It
like a
just generates
Tinder?
through the website.
Is it like a Tinder type thing? That's dude. I need it.
So like you
I
make
need
the
it.
profile, right?
I'm
And,
signing
like,
up
you-
tonight.
You post your feet, blah blah blah, and like it just generates through the website, and like people just find.
Dude, I'm
like,
fucking signing up tonight. I'm telling you. So is he. So is God, dude. Are you kidding?
There's,
You know-
I've seen YouTube videos. There's literally like teenagers that paint their toenails. and
There
shit.
has to be
Yeah.
guy.
Like
There has to
guys
be,
doing
dude.
it.
Dude, there has to be some guys out there that'll buy it.
I seen
guys,
like,
women.
on TikTok, a video went viral, and I'm thinking about doing it. And this lady had like heels on, and she would put on the bottom of her heel, like she'd hold up like a water bottle like this and take a picture, and like
Screenshot that, guys. Okay, okay.
people literally like it went viral, and she was selling it, and she was doing it with her bare feet, and people were like, "I'll pay you $1,000. I'll pay you $2,000. Like send me that picture." Like
Oh fuck.
so now I'm thinking about like
I want to do some cool shit with my feet now.
right, like I'm thinking about putting like dessert on my feet or some shit and like letting it drip down, you know, make it all like
I have
Melting ice cream.
I have a
Yeah.
scar on my ankle. You think that'll?
Probably
have some-
not, but
Fuck. Dude, I just want to
Christ,
sell
bud.
pictures of my feet, man.
this guy is just so cute. I want to take him home.
Dexter.
you know what you should do? You should get your mom.
My
Your
mother's
mom's
feet.
while she's sleeping or
I
something.
don't know if she's gonna be. down with
Just
that,
pretend to
bro.
be your mom.
Dude,
You know what's really
shit, bro.
funny? And this is a true story. I love you, Grandma. I'm sorry. But she called me the one day and she was like, you know what I just seen? And I'm like, what? And she was like, I seen that you can make money by selling feet online. She was like, you should do it.
It's like,
I'm
Grandma,
like,
I already
"Grandma,
got the
I already
bag.
do it." And she was like, do you really? She was like, maybe you could show me. And I was like, okay, Grandma. I love my grandma. She's literally like, she just turned, I think it was 76, but she literally is the hottest grandma ever, I swear to God. Like, does not look old, barely has wrinkles. Her face is so beautiful and young.
Show me
Factor
a
Cat.
picture after.
I'm like, I got
I say Factor Cat. Welcome back to another episode of Factor Cat, where we tell you if something on the internet is fact or cat.
But yeah, she's like me. She like will give me ideas. Like she watched this show, Pussy Valley. That's what it was.
What?
And it was about like strippers and shit. And she was like, "Could you do that shit on the pole? That's pretty sick. Can I see you do it?" And I'm like,
Grandma. Grandma, no.
she always like when we go out, she'll like find like a hot dude in the restaurant, and she'll be like, "He's really hot. Like, you think I should go talk to him?" And I'm like, "Go buy him a drink." She'll literally go buy him a drink.
Oh my god.
She ever close on any of them?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
I
You prefer
kinda
not
just-
to know, probably.
I was like, I don't want to know if my grandma is
I just don't know if
getting her
like
pussy
you say like
slammed.
you go out and like there's no way grandma's striking out every time. So like you
mean-
go out and you tell
She
her to
into
buy
like
some guy a drink.
younger guys, or is she
I don't
into
know.
like
Every
middle?
week she's got a date. So these guys be taking her to like Russell's and the casino. Like, get your money, girl. Do what you gotta do.
Hell yeah.
But like,
Then when they win in the
I just don't
casino,
wanna. Yeah. Oh, she.
she
wins
keeps
all
the
time.
winnings. I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She wins all
better.
the time. She's got a horseshoe up her ass.
Wow.
Another thing I'm lacking pretty feet, money.
Wait, listen.
You're not
What?
lacking
No,
something up your
I-
ass. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm gonna put y'all on to my secret, okay? At the
What?
casino, I love slot machines, but the older the slot machine, the higher the winnings. Swear to God, hit every time. Like
He's
the 25
taking notes. He's gonna want to go to the casino after this. Oh, you quit game. Oh, he's a degen. Let's not get into it. He's so bad.
Yeah, like the 25-cent machines, I swear, anything with sevens always hit. I don't know what it is, but like I'm drawn to sevens, and every time I sit down, instant winnings.
So you got okay. So you're drawn to sevens. You've had like 7 jobs.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It's coming up here.
Yeah. 777.
So I gotta ask you, your hair, it changes color all the time.
Oh,
I didn't know what
yes.
to expect coming into this today, but I didn't know what to expect. It's red, clearly.
Okay, go ahead.
You looked at me like kind of like, oh,
No, I'm just looking at you. 'Cause
you
you're
did it
talking.
super fat, like,
I do have a problem changing my hair color.
okay.
It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know how people are OCD about certain things? I'm
Yeah.
like OCD about hair color, where like can't stay the same color for too long.
Would that be ADHD or OCD?
I don't think it's
know.
80.
I feel like
It's-
OCD would be like your hair has to be like perfectly parted a certain way every time or something.
But she wants it like the color, like if she wakes up that day and wants that color.
Yeah, that's
You know-
ADHD. I feel like. No, like you, everything has to
I mean,
change
like,
all
you
the
don't
time.
have to be OCD, but like
Let's call it a
it's
mix.
just like kind of a similar concept of like
Right.
Yeah.
I can't have the same color for more than like 3 months, and I just like to flip between red and black. That's just my hit.
So what's your natural hair color?
Like blackish, dark brown.
Okay. So like, I don't know why. I just wanted to ask. That's why I started the question. What's your favorite hair color? Like, listen. Like
Red.
you've had red? Like
I've had pink,
like that
blue,
red?
purple, green. I had an oil spill one. You know how like oil spills are like rainbows?
Yeah, it's like a fade kind of.
Yeah, so like it was all different colors throughout my hair.
Really?
That was pretty cool.
I
I
don't
had
think I've
blonde
ever
one
seen.
time. I
seen
wish I
that.
could do blonde, but unfortunately, as Italian, Puerto Rican, you can't really stay blonde that well. I don't know, for my
No,
skin
that's
at
like the
least.
natural. Is it like
Yeah.
okay?
I get like, for some reason, mine is just really brassy and like orange, no matter how hard I try. So like, we just stay far away from that.
Okay. Okay. So it's never been like a bleach blonde type thing.
No, I wish. We
Okay.
tried, but
Okay.
didn't succeed.
Yeah, I get it.
No.
Oh my god, I burped. I'm sorry. No, I mean that makes sense with your natural hair color being darker and brown. Now, when you do it black, do you just use natural hair? I don't know how hair works for women. Like, I really don't. Like, how do you get the color out? Do you have to dye it again, or like, do you wait for it to go out, or
So
can you wash
when
it
I
out?
go black, I use like I always use organic hair dye because it doesn't really strip the like hair too much or fry it. So I'll do that. But when I want to go back red, there's this thing. It's called Color Zap, and what it does is it like takes out all the dark hair color. It turns your hair like a orangey like red, and then you kind of go through and you tone it up, and then you just put the red back on top.
It makes sense.
Mhm.
Makes sense. I just never had to deal with it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've been
Just
dyeing
always
my hair
wanted-
since I was like 12.
Now, like for like HyperGlow, do you do something special for that, or is it just whatever you're feeling?
Not really with the hair, more so makeup. I'm really good at doing like really pretty eyeshadows and like little patterns and stuff. So like sometimes I'll switch it up and draw things on my face, but for the most part, I feel like all of the HyperGlows I've done, I've had like black hair with either like white streaks, blue streaks.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know shit about hair or makeup.
I don't know. Fucking thing. Like you're saying, you introduce makeup to the fucking equation. I'm like, oh my god, the
You know, I
makeup
had
too. You
to
can do different shit.
Shave a guy's head one time. Well, not shave it, but like touch it up. I did pretty good, but like I would not trust myself with what is it?
I
What do
think-
you guys use a buzz cutter thing.
Like
trimmer?
blenders
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's a little more intricate than people think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so tough. I feel.
Yeah, like if
Like,
you're
'cause,
if
like-
you're if
Eyebrows,
you're doing
though?
like a fade or something, it's-
Eyebrows.
I got y'all with eyebrows. I love doing
Yeah.
men's eyebrows.
We went through it on the last pod, but like
A
with
lot of guys
Trinity.
need it too.
But like
bad.
everyone says they have bushy brows.
Yeah.
You do.
I
They dope
mean,
though. Like
if we just like shape it up a little bit and give you a little bit of an arch, it'd be perfect.
fucking arch.
I feel like girls' eyebrows
You
go
have
through
nice eyebrows.
I
trends
feel
too.
like your girl does your eyebrows.
She doesn't.
You've never had your eyebrows done? You said that last time. I remember editing it. There's no way, dude. That point is way too nice. Do you
I
see
was
this
gonna
point?
say, yeah, it's way too nice. Unless you're like barber does
Max,
it.
I pluck them.
Take the
You
headset
pluck
off.
'em?
I
Come here.
pluck them.
Take the headset off.
That's
Come
like
here.
one thing I'm a little OCD about is my eyebrows.
Do you pluck the stripe into it though?
I
Or like
I pluck
that-
underneath and I pluck the middle.
Look at his eyebrows. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Come here and see it close like I see it.
Yeah.
You bullshit. You can't see it. No, whatever, Max. Whatever, Max. Hey,
it's-
yeah.
I
Just
pluck
look at
'em.
them. They
Yeah, I
look-
pluck my eyebrows.
My
How do
boyfriend
you-
will not
how?
let me touch his fucking eyebrows.
I
It
let a
makes me
girl.
so mad.
I let a girl touch my
He
eyebrows
is such
once.
a little
No.
bitch. Like I did it one time, and I went under here, and he cried like a little bitch, and I'm like, "Will you just let me do it?"
I don't want that
And
done.
then when I was done, they looked great, and now I can't do them anymore.
But I don't want that done. Though.
Why?
I don't want them plucked.
I do it myself.
Like maybe the
fucking-
waxing.
Probably the worst thing I've ever said on the podcast. I pluck my eyebrows, but I do. I
So
want a
what's wrong with
unibrow.
plucking your eyebrows?
Dude,
You gotta,
that's the worst
See,
thing you've said. You got
okay,
nothing
wait,
to
wait.
worry about.
Do you
It's-
guys think, and this is not to be offensive, to certain communities, but as a man, do you think that you guys should keep your face like nice and sharp and clean, or like more bushy and raggedy and like?
I
think it's
depending on what
preference.
you do. Yeah, obviously preference. Yes, preference goes in big to it because like you'll have like the guys like I went to school with or like kind of grew up around. They have like the raggedy look because like they're all like work with my hands. I'm a hard rocker.
I feel like it depends what kind of music you listen to.
That's
Like,
true.
okay, more so in the sense like, do you feel like it takes away your masculine?
No, by no means. I don't.
Masculine energy.
I feel like it depends what you're doing.
The way I look
Yeah.
at it is like look at like
Like if you're doing like fucking
Who's a good
face
one?
masks every night and like you're
look
super.
at Tom. Dude, I know you hate him.
Okay, I won't say like face mask, but like keeping the eyebrows nice and clean.
Yeah.
Like the beard nice and trimmed.
Yeah.
And like I don't see a problem. Like listen, I don't even see how you take care of yourself, and I don't see how you do it. Who does it? So like I don't really care what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
like you were going with like the face mask. Like if you do a face mask, I'm not gonna know.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I might think it's weird
No,
if I do
but
know.
I'm just saying like
But like my only argument here is Tom Brady is such a good-looking individual.
Oh, his wife definitely like makes him do face mask and
Well,
everything.
they just got divorced now, so I don't know. Is he gonna
Wait,
go downhill?
Hold up. Yeah, he is gonna go downhill.
I don't think so. I think he's only gonna go up. He's 2-0
I
since his
saw
divorce.
I saw a meme and it was like his rookie picture compared to now, and it was like proof that you're not ugly or just
All I
broke.
have to say is.
Yeah, he's plastic surgery all day with that man.
Probably.
All
Are you
I have
kidding?
to say is
Yeah.
his wife is a witch, and she's helped him win and have his career. And she asked for one thing. She did an interview about this. She asked for one thing. If I help you get to where you want to be in your football career, when you get
Thank
to
you.
that point, you have to retire and now come be a part of your family and take care of the family and be a family man. And he apparently told her, nope, I'm going back to,
Listen.
I want to stick with football.
Can't
I'm
sit-
not
There's a
retiring."
rumor.
You can take the man out of the game, you can't take the game out of the man.
Sticking up for Tom Brady, but there's a rumor that she had a boyfriend on the side.
There's rumors of
And
everything.
That was that whole part of the interview was the reason that he kept
I'm a
playing.
massive fan of Tom Brady, but that does not bias this whatsoever. If she had the boyfriend, she deserved it. But there's two ways to it. Yes, I do think he should spend time with the family, and football is one of the most taxing things when it comes to trying to have a family. Especially with all the shifting. He doesn't do all the shifting that much. Like, yeah, he switched teams one time. But, like, for the average, I can't get my head over it. They'll get signed to a team, and they'll be out within the next 5 hours. They'll be in that city already.
Yeah.
So it's very tough, and I can understand it. But at the same aspects, and not just because it's Tom Brady, but just because it's Tom Brady. He's the best there has ever been in the sport, and he wants to furthermore isolate his legacy. I don't necessarily, because, like, if it was anybody else, if it was some average person, like, hey, you don't need to play another season. What are you proving? And, like, Tom Brady, you can make that thing because Tom Brady's a fucking champion and he's done everything there is. There's nothing left to prove. But Tom, like she chose the worst person to do that to, because, like, Tom is, like, he's the best and considered the best. Like, he needs to keep on proving it more. I feel like if it was an average person, I would agree with that take. But I just can't agree with that take because, like, you're literally taking the Michael Jordan. Like, try and tell Michael Jordan, prime Michael Jordan, not prime, but you know what I mean?
All accusations aside, whether we believe she's a witch, whether she's got a boyfriend on the side, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Only time will tell, and all I have to say is his road's looking really short.
Poor Tom. He's probably got a short dick. Dude, you're no way to...
Coming from a guy like... Okay, first of all, I think it is very weird, pedophilia-ish. I don't care what you say, the way that they kiss each other on the lips, I have never seen, even the royal family, like, I've never seen anybody kiss their family like that, and that's weird, okay? Why are you, like, damn near making out with your son?
I'm not going to lie, it's strange. But if it's, like, a religious thing, I'm not religious whatsoever, but if it could be.
It was a religious thing?
No.
If that's part of his fam, I don't know. What did he say then?
He didn't say,
I'm saying if it was. I said if it was.
He's just laying on a fucking
Like, maybe
massage
they're
table.
really
He's like, come make
religious.
out
Like,
with me.
he doesn't say make out. You give him a kiss on the lips. Stop it. There's no tongue.
Fucking weird, dude.
Him and
This is
his
a little-
dad do it too, and
It was
it's
just a
like,
little-
ooh.
Him and Bill Belichick did it, for fuck's sake.
Even worse.
Dude, I would never kiss that man.
I'm sorry, but,
Belichick?
like,
No.
that man just wants to stick his tongue in anybody's mouth. that he
Tom?
A
kisses.
guy's mouth.
Yeah, specifically a guy's mouth.
You're just further. You're. What you're doing right now is you were
Okay,
helping him out so much, and you're not
Let's
on my team
examine-
clearly.
I'm sorry, but, like,
Nope.
let's examine the video of, like, him damn near making out with his son when he was, like, completely damn naked under a table.
But after that, can we examine the 6 Super Bowl rings?
All right, just be real, dude. Obviously, it's 6
It's sus.
Super Bowl rings, but it's
incredibly
fucking
sus.
weird.
It's
very
incredibly
sus.
sus.
It's
It's
weird.
I'm
incredibly
sorry,
sus.
but if I have a daughter, I'm not gonna make out with my daughter. First of all, I'm not even gonna kiss her on the lips. It would rather more be her cheek or forehead. I feel like the lips as a baby.
I don't even
Yeah.
hug my nephews.
It's suspect.
Like, my nephews come up to me, and I'm like, yeah.
It's just
I ain't
sus.
doing
I
that.
feel that.
It's incredibly suspect. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's
But-
weird. Off that topic, can we go back to the fucking eyebrow situation?
Oh my
I
God,
gotta ask you a question. And this is nothing towards your boyfriend or anything, but do you prefer a big, like, burly, fucking hairy
point,
man or
yeah.
something, or would you prefer, like, a clean cut, guy that really takes care of himself?
Sorry, babe, I love you, but he's a little hairy, but I honestly don't mind it. He gives off a little bit of, like, the true Italian, like, I don't know, like, Italians are very hairy. So, like, his beard, he'll shave it and it will come back real thick, and I kind of like it thick. Like, not super thick, like your
lumberjack
length,
thick?
like, kind of.
So not lumberjack thick.
Scruffy a little bit.
Yeah. Just enough where it's kind of,
Scruffy.
like, fluffy, and it, like, I hate when it's stubble, no offense, like yours.
Yeah.
Stubbles,
Because,
I feel
like,
like I hate stubble too.
When he kisses
Like-
my face, it, like, hurts my skin.
It's like sandpaper,
it's
Chelsea
sharp.
always says. My girlfriend always says. She hates that same thing.
But as far as, like, eyebrows, no. I tell him all the time, you need to clean that shit up. I'm sorry.
The
Like,
eyebrows?
man or not, like, my boyfriend is gonna look clean and fresh, and whether you don't want it to have an arch or not, like, you're gonna clean that up and make it look nice.
Okay, so
That's
you're like in between, kind of. You like a
Yeah.
mixture. Okay.
So, like, the whole eyebrow thing,
Mm-hmm.
just to clarify here. Because I don't want to seem like a fucking lumberjack. My eyebrows, I've never just really thought about it. Like it's not that I don't have it done. It's just I've been offered a couple times.
Yeah.
I usually say no just because I'm like, once in a while I've done it, whatever. I just never don't think about it.
A lot
Like
of men don't.
like men like I never once grew up. That's like what I wanted to. I've never once grown up like throughout my childhood theyought about the eyebrows.
I give thanks to my older sister, honestly, because
See,
I
I'm
kind
an
of
only
started
child.
to get a unibrow, and she's like, "You need to fucking get rid of that."
Oh yeah, as soon as his unibrow comes in, I'm like, get over it.
See, I'm an only child. Not even like.
Right.
I just grew. I had no
wish I was
brothers, no
older.
sisters.
No, I'm
so
just
I-
kidding. I love my siblings.
Oh fuck! No, I'm glad I didn't, man. That shit was nice. I'm kidding.
I think it more so like seeing my mom date a lot of pretty men. They thoroughly took care of themselves. Like their hair was always like styled nice, eyebrows done, clean shave. You know, like I think that just kind of like rubbed off on me. Where when I look for a man, I look for clean, you know, classy, handsome, not somebody that looks like bottom feeder.
Yeah.
I've
right.
I've had my fair share of those.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, no, it just doesn't do it for me anymore.
Yeah, I get that. I do. Do you?
Like, you don't look like a bottom feeder. You just need just a little bit of the eyebrow touch up. And
fucking eyebrows, man. it's just you draw it at the eyebrows, man. The fucking eyebrows. These goddamn.
like the beard's fine.
We
the
should
mustache.
we should like wax the eyebrows. Completely
You
take them off.
should. Oh,
Take
God,
no.
not-
Take the whole
not
thing off.
fully.
Take the whole thing. Shave
So you're
them.
gonna draw them in every day? Cause like, I mean, I'll
No.
teach you.
I don't know how to do
just
that.
go hairless.
I'll use like a fucking Sharpie and keep it there for like three
You
weeks or
could
so.
tattoo them.
Fucking hell. No, I don't know about all that. I'm not that committed. Because
I feel like that's a girl
I just
thing,
said,
right?
I will forget
Yeah.
about the eyebrows. If I were to tattoo eyebrows,
Mainly, right?
what's
Kind
that?
of.
I've
Men
seen-
get their
I've seen
beards
girls-
tattooed, which I think is weird.
Men get their head tattooed. Some people.
Well,
yeah,
no,
to
but-
make it look like they got hair, which I don't understand that, because like if you really look at a bald head and you're like,
I gotta touch on this because of the bald thing. Listen, I have a theory, and I like to go by it. Nobody respects, and listen, don't pull the, oh guys, it's your personality. It doesn't matter what you look like. Don't pull that on me right now, okay? Nobody respects a fat bald guy. Think about it.
I feel
Anyone
like it
just heard-
depends. I feel like it depends who
It
he
does
is in
depend,
real
yeah.
life, though.
But when you think of a fat bald guy, what do you think? Who do you think of?
it depends.
I think
Because like,
Butterbean. He's a
are we
boxer.
talking about a fat bald guy, no offense, but a fat bald guy that's, you know,
That's
dressed-
buying feet pics.
Okay.
Well, I'm talking about, okay, so like,
But if he's your boss giving you your paycheck every week, you're gonna respect him.
yeah.
No,
he's
but
putting
no,
food
but
on
you
your
don't
table,
really
you're gonna
respect
respect
him.
him.
But you don't really respect him. Is what I'm saying.
But you have to.
Nobody respects fat bald
See,
guy.
when you say that, I'm thinking of more like a mafia guy, and you know, like he cleans up nice, you know, like.
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
and I
respect
get what
him.
you mean. Now, okay, I can understand that. The two of you are Italian. I don't know if that is a correlation to it. But when I think
Nah,
of
just
fat
seen
bald
the
guy,
mafia hat, and I was like,
I'll give you that. When I think of fat bald guy, I think of like the guy who is buying the feet pics for $3,000 or $1,000, and like that's no stereotype. If you're fat and bald, I'm sorry, but like I've always run with the theory. Nobody respects. So I gotta get in shape soon because I'm going bald shortly. Next
see it.
5 years. No. Next,
He accidentally took his hat off last podcast.
Listen, I've been bullied into believing that I'm going bald.
You are.
But no, I've been bullied into believing it. But I'll tell you, and I will tell you one thing.
you're gonna hate me by the end of this podcast
Listen.
for the thoughts that I have in my head.
Listen.
I'm so sorry.
Listen. I've been bullied into believing that I'm going bald because I've always gotten made fun of my hairline. But my hairline, if we go back and look, when I was a child, it was always up there.
It's been
Always.
receding since he was
It's
fucking
It's not,
7.
it has gone back less than an inch, okay? I have measured from year to year because I deal with it so much, all right? I have measured it. It has not changed.
You lifted the hat, and Mike
Oh.
Wazowski just came straight to my head.
Fucking walk off this pod.
I'm so sorry, but
Fucking Mike Wazowski.
he like
That was
lifted
good.
the hat, and I'm like, oh
That was
no.
good. That was pretty good.
The fuck?
I can't lie, that was pretty good.
It was really good, but like, No, I like to say my girlfriend has a big forehead too, though. She always picks on me for my big
I'm
forehead.
sorry, I just like to be funny sometimes.
Hey,
Like-
listen, it's completely fine. Believe me, I can take it. Mike was
He's got thick skin.
Mike Wazowski is a new one.
Yeah.
It's a new one. Yeah. I'm not thrilled about it.
I'm sorry.
No, but it's okay. I'm not mad. Just a little bit upset, hurt.
Mike
wait.
still sucks.
There's a theory though that if you wear hats, it causes you to have a receiving hairline way faster.
I'm too late for that. So now I wear hats all the time.
Because from you sweating so much and it wrapping around like your forehead.
It's like pulling your hair too.
Yeah.
I will have you know, though, which is the craziest thing here. You got a nice little forehead on you. I will have you know, though, which is the craziest thing. That I don't know why I said that. I'm high. I'll have you know. I never wore hats until like senior year of high school. I wear hats all the time now, but like before that. But I also used to hide my big forehead with the Justin Bieber haircut when I was younger. I swear, everybody's like, "Why do you have that hair?"
We
Like
go
my
from
family.
Justin Bieber to Mike Wazowski.
They're like, "You look like Justin Bieber. You look like this. You look like that." Okay. I'm like, dude, it's to hide my forehead. It's huge. And no one understood. The troubles of Dan.
You know, see, guys have that problem where, you know, you guys could cover it up with hats, right? Us females, we don't got that. You
All right,
can't
but
just-
most females aren't balding either, like
yeah,
guys
but there's
do.
some females with some really big foreheads, and I know a few.
Okay,
Hold on,
but I'm saying like
What's her name? What's her name?
balding,
Will
though,
Smith.
like balding,
Will
balding.
Smith's.
You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of
wife.
females that
Yeah.
bald like guys.
No.
It's like
It was a G.I.
it's like
Jane
probably
joke.
1 in 4 guys
But
start
like
going
with a
bald.
girl, like, you got a big ass forehead. How the hell are you covering that shit? Cause like, your hair.
Wear a
doesn't
headband.
matter-
Girls wear headbands all the time.
Yeah, girls do wear head.
Do shit like that.
But like, I feel like the big forehead isn't always noticed on women like as
Really?
much.
Not as much.
I don't. Do you notice it?
No.
Because like Kelsey says it to me. My girlfriend's name is Kelsey. Kelsey, like she says it to me all the time. Like oh, I have a big forehead. I'm like, what? You do? Like the first time she said it to me, I'm like, damn, that shit's almost as big as mine. I don't feel as bad anymore. And like she knows that. Like, listen,
Yeah.
big head, but like, but like, I feel like I don't notice that. But like, if somebody were to say something, like guys don't
Yeah.
look like that. Like as critical as guys are, they're like, oh, it's all about like the stereotype. And as critical as guys are, it's not even like that. Like if you have good teeth, at least for me, if you have good teeth and you're like funny and chill, whatever. Like I care less if you're balding, like, but I really don't notice the big forehead thing. If
Right.
someone points it out, I'll notice.
You bring up a good point
I think
here.
I'm just like very observant. Like before I do this weird thing. Like before I even shake anybody's hand or like talk to them, I really observe you from like head to toe, and like I kind of feel your energy out. I'm not saying like energy as in like, you know, the horoscopes and all that shit. It's just more like, I don't know. I get this weird sensation where like, if I'm standing in front of you and I feel like you're a good person, I get really cold. But if there's like a bad person in front of me,
What?
I get like really hot, like to the point that like my body starts to boil. So like I just stand back and observe every feature of you, and like try and.
I do that with men. If like not to be sus, but like I do that. I do that.
It gets
I-
really hot with men.
No, I do that with like I don't get really hot, but like I do that with like men. Like I'm gonna observe you because like no like. Not to take anything away from women, because like I'm sure a lot of women could beat my fucking ass, like, but like I have to like I'm gonna read you, motherfucker. I don't know, like, because like I'm usually pretty quiet around like guys I don't really know that well,
Yeah,
because like I don't know if I trust you.
that's what it is.
Like
It's like a trust thing. Like, I don't like anyone touching me, and I feel like everybody has energy, no matter if you want to believe it or not. When you transfer a handshake, a hug, you're transferring someone else's energy onto you, and it's like, if that person has bad intentions, is evil, is negative, whatever, you're transferring that onto yourself, and then what? You have to dampen yourself in your mood. Like, it's a very trust thing, and also too, like, within this day and age, no offense to people we meet, but a lot of sickos out there. I mean,
oh
look
my
at,
god.
not to bring him up, but like, look at Jeffrey Dahmer. That man looked like a normal man, right?
Yeah.
And then here he is,
That
luring
shit-
people back to his house and killing them.
So-
like,
So be honest. When I came up and shook your hand, what'd you feel? Hot or cold?
Cold.
Is that a good thing? Okay.
You guys are good. Cold.
Oh, yeah.
See, when
I say I'm not
I
very
get hot,
menacing.
when I get hot, you actually will see my chest turn hot, like it will be red, and same with my cheeks, and I will not touch you. They will reach out for a hand, and I will not touch them, and I will be like, I'm sorry, I don't like to touch people's hands, because like I don't like to tell people right off the bat, I'm sorry, like get the fuck away from me. But like there's been incidents where I've gone to a Miami party and people have came up to me and wanted to shake my hand, and immediately I'm getting really hot. And mind you, I'm sober. I haven't even touched anything yet. And these people will go to touch me, and I'm like, don't touch me. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because I don't like the energy you're giving me. And it turns out these people are really bad people. And it's like, you know, you've got to be very careful of who you allow to touch you, invite in your circle. It's very good to be observant, and the whole thing of like scanning people up and down is very good.
So Andrew Tate, were you hot or cold?
I believe I was hot because I didn't shake his hand and I didn't hug him. I kind of kept that like distance, and for a while I wouldn't go near him.
Really? Okay, I gotta ask this. Did he ever ask you to ride in his Bugatti? Because like that's like the only thing I know really. He just like
Not
loves
to ride his
Bugattis,
Bugatti,
right?
But he kept begging me to go to sushi with him, and I wouldn't go.
Is it because you don't like sushi, or is it because of him?
No, I love
I know it was
sushi.
because of him, but you like sushi?
He's been on
No.
Fresh and Fit a million times too.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I was just seeing an asshole Canadian, and I was like being respectful to him, which was stupid because he was an idiot. But also too, like Andrew Tate, just the way he talked and the way his energy just around me, I didn't like the way that he was so cocky. Like it came off very aggressive, and I don't like when men are aggressive. Like
Yeah, no, I get
in a
what
way,
you
it
mean.
seemed like he was desperate.
My first impression of him was the cockiness. Me, and I still think in certain aspects he is.
Was
No,
that? Did you feel that off camera too, though? With him?
I think
Even off camera, he would text me on, I believe it was WhatsApp, and he
WhatsApp,
would be
yeah.
like, hey, like, did you decide if you want to go to dinner with me? Like, you should go with me. I'm leaving in a few days. If not, you should fly with me to wherever he lives. And I kept saying, like, I'm not flying anywhere with you because I don't know you. And God forbid, what, you take me to another country and I'm never seen again?
You know, honestly, like I've heard these stories from like women online about Andrew Tate like constantly. Have you seen that? Or,
Well,
like he'll
yeah, but like some of
Tate's a
his
simp.
girls like came out and like kind of defended him. Like
And
people
I-
made up stories
Of
about
course,
him,
if
and like
he's
they
paying
came
for
out and
you
defended him.
to live.
But they were offering him they were offering some of his girls like 50 grand to do a story on him and like kind of
Yeah,
promote
but
that he
probably
was like
I'll match that.
Yeah, it's like
right.
I just think everything
Yeah, he
is not what
probably
it
was.
seems. I don't think he's a terrible person.
No, he's not.
I think he's just a fucking goofball who
Filthy
really likes
rich.
attention and filthy rich. Like yes,
I
obviously.
agree with some of the things he says because he does have a
Yeah,
good knowledge.
he has very good
And
points on some things.
Some of the things I do agree with what he says. I don't agree with the way he talks about women.
Yeah.
And it's not just, women, it's also men too.
Uh-huh.
Like, I just don't agree with how his morals for human beings are, but at the same time, like, you have to understand he comes from a different country, so in that country that's probably acceptable. Where here it's like profound,
And it makes sense when you put it that way. I never even thought about it that way. It does make sense that way though. I didn't even know he was from a different country, to be honest with you. I thought it was like Europe or America. I don't know. Honestly,
I just feel like when men come off very cocky, assertive, and aggressive, first of all, they're insecure. And two, it just goes to show you that they're like red flag fuckboy number one.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not a big fan of guys like that. Like
neither am I. Like, I've had guys straight up come up to me at the bar and be like, hi, nice to meet you, I'm blah, 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 I want to take you to dinner. Bro, get the fuck away from me. I just want to sit here and drink my drink. If I want to invite you over for a drink, I will.
Yeah,
But don't hound me. Like, I've had dudes literally stalk me in the bar that I've had to go up to bouncers at Valley and be like, dude, this dude has followed me 5 times around the bar and can't take a hint.
it's
Like,
shit like that. Like
Yeah, that's
I don't know. Like
fucking weird.
there's like always like those guys that like are just super. Like you like and like that's like the vibe that like guys can sense too. Like I don't know. It's just so like I get weirded out, man. Like I try to stay as typical, unless I'm fucked up. I try to stay as quiet as possible, and if I'm around people I really don't know. But that's just like, dude, there are some people who are way too confident.
Way too confident.
Like fuck, man.
We know a few of them.
Actually,
Oh,
I
do
have
I
a
ever.
really funny. I have a funny story. Okay, so we were at Nobu in Miami, me and my girlfriends,
Okay.
enjoying our dinner, whatever. You know, we're getting a little rowdy because we're hammered.
You just casually said you were at Nobu, but yes, keep going. Yeah, we were at Nobu.
And like some guy gets up from his table and like we see him walk across and he's like, "Can I take a seat?" And we were like, "Who are you?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm so and so, whatever." He takes a seat and we were like, "Oh, like we didn't invite you to the table." Starts pouring wine in his glass and we're looking at him like, "Excuse me." He was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna cover it." Then starts taking our food and my friend stands up and she's like, "Who the fuck are you? Like, get the fuck away from my table. You're not welcome here." He's like, "Listen, I just came here to enjoy myself and ask your girl on a date." And she was like, "She's not going anywhere with you, like get up." And he was like, "No." So he took the bottle and she was like, "You need to leave the table." And the waiter came over and he took the bottle and dipped off with our bottle. And they were like, "It's fine, we'll comp it, like da da da." And it's like, bro, you really had the balls to come sit at our table, drink and eat our shit, and then think you were gonna ask us on a date? In
Like-
what world?
That's basically what I was saying. Like, I don't get where people get the balls from. Like, that's basically what I was leading into.
Alcohol,
'Cause
probably.
I don't got that. Yeah, alcohol. But I don't even have those nuts sober or alcohol. Like, I can't fathom. One story, quick. I heard this one dude. I ended up. Long story, but this guy's at the bar. He's talking to the bartender. We're waiting on drinks, me and Mark. And he's like, she's like, "Oh yeah, like." She's like, "What time do you have to be up in the morning to work?" And it's like a Thursday night. He's like, 7. And she's like, "Oh my God, I don't know how you do it." And he's like, "I got one speed, baby. It's go." And I'm like, yo, there's people like, so I'm thinking like, I'm sitting over, me and Mark are just fucking tearing this guy. Like, not into his face. Like, we're picking on him. We're like, did he really just fucking say that? Then he said something. She's like, "Oh, what are you doing after, like, when you leave?" He's like, "I think I'm looking at it." And I'm like, dude, where do people get the balls from that? Like, dude, I can't, I would never even think about saying that.
Yeah,
First of all, because I feel
some guys
corny.
treat life like a fucking video game.
Dude,
I
they
swear to God.
I think the
Ever, bro.
worst comment I've ever got from a guy was, he was all sweet and nice. I was considering maybe, like, keeping the conversation going until he was like, "I'm sorry, I just gotta tell you, I really want to stick my tongue in your asshole so hard and lick all around it." And I was like,
dude, where do people get the fucking?
I was like,
Yeah,
Sounds like
let's
our
talk,
buddy.
talking about somebody, that kid over there.
He says shit like
probably
that
him
all
right
the
there.
time.
It's probably him over there.
Shit,
So
I was
that,
gonna say, yeah, it's
yeah,
him.
it probably is. But oh my God, dude, I can't believe people
Like,
yeah, you gotta have a set of cojones on you to do that shit, man.
I have never, and I don't even say this to my boyfriend now, and like, believe me, I'd love to rip his clothes off and fuck the shit out of him, but like, I don't even in public be like, "Listen, babe, I'm gonna suck the fuck out your dick as soon as we get home," like, super loud. Like, I might say that in the car and be like, "Listen, you can get the craziest sloppy later," but like, I can't be out in public like that. And like, I mean, he probably wishes I do say that, but damn.
I just don't
He
understand.
just like yelled that shit at the bar, and even the bartender was like,
Like, you gotta have confidence on another level. Like, it's not even confidence at that point.
Depends what kind
Because
of
like,
liquor
there's
you're drinking.
confidence. That's like, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoa. Like, how did you say that? How do you half the shit? Like, I just don't understand half the shit that people do. Like, I honestly, I'm a big believer in. First of all, I hate people.
yeah.
Second of all, I think people are absolutely fucking ridiculous and utterly stupid to no extent. Like, I think the average population is dumber than a sack of rocks.
Yeah.
And like, I just cannot believe, like, witnessing and seeing some of this shit, like, that I've seen, like, whether it's like, the awkward stage where like your friend brings a friend and you don't really know them, and it's like you have to put up with this person all night. Some of the shit that they do.
Yeah.
It's always that guy too. It's always that guy. But yeah, there's my spiel. Men, you're weird. I don't want to tell you.
Men are weird.
Men are very weird, and I do not represent the majority of the male population.
Why are you pointing at me?
Stay in the lane. Stay in your own lane like us, kids. Let's talk about this real quick, though. Before Max, what time we at? 104? 140?
Holy shit.
Fuck. Okay. You have a podcast, right? You still doing it and everything?
I do, yes.
Okay.
So it's called The Last Two Brain Cells.
Great name, by the way.
Thank
That
you.
should that if like we should have stolen that, like 100%. Like
Me and Hunter literally are the last two brain cells together. Like, that was the man that... You guys might have to bleep this out.
okay.
I met him at Lost Lands, and instantly we became best friends.
Okay.
And since then, literally, we're the last two brain cells. Like, I've literally chased men down the street trying to beat them up over this man. Like, hi.
That's what you're doing, bro.
Just a butt in the face, you know?
Eh, what the fuck, Dex?
But yeah, like, me and him together is just like a blast in a glass. Like the two dumb people at a party. That's just us. And we were like, you know what? Fuck it. We need a podcast together, and this is going to be the most stupidest, roasting, funniest podcast ever.
Right. That's just funny.
Yeah.
That's cool. You guys, is he from Buffalo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's like a local thing? You
Yeah.
guys do it locally? Okay, cool. That's dope, though.
Yeah.
You guys do like more episodes soon, or?
Yeah. So we had to take a break for a little bit because this man decided to hop on a whim and start taking off to festivals. I got stuck here, but he's been DJing a lot, and I guess he just DJ'd to festivals, so...
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So he does all that too, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's
That's
a man of trades.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doing a podcast thing is hard.
It is.
It's tough.
From like the technical things to like.
It's harder than people think. 'Cause people think you just
so
stay here and
much.
talk. But
It's
there's so
like-
much behind the scenes that goes into it.
There's
that
so
much.
much.
People don't understand.
We thankfully have a studio we go out of, and they take care of everything. It's more so us trying to find topics because, like, he really loves the EDM scene, but I'm like, listen, bro, I love the EDM scene too, but I can't talk about this 24/7. Like, let's talk about, like, our deepest, darkest secrets, like, our sex stories,
Yeah.
this and that. And he's like a little pussy, but I get it out of him, you know?
Yeah, like you should, like I don't know how like far you've adapted with it, but like from the advice that I could give you from this like the shit that him and I do, and like even this podcast, like I don't want to cast the aspersion of female gender, but females are always going to get more views. That's just a known thing.
Yeah.
The TikToks with and like first of all, I think just even you on a podcast would be great. You know what I mean? Like just view wise, and then if you guys are actually talking about some shit that basically got to hit something that like interacts with like the average person that
Right.
they want to hear funny shit. You know what I mean? I think that's a very good idea, and I would keep going on that, and then definitely utilize the TikToks and stuff like that.
See, I had an idea for my own podcast, and I have to be very careful of names.
If you
because-
say anything, we can.
Okay, yeah. So I know a lot of celebrities. I've been around a lot of celebrities. I've had, encounters with Drake and Tate and all of them. There's a lot of stories I wanted to just kind of
I'm sure there's a
just
like.
drop and expose, but I had to sign some waivers, this and that. So, I was thinking about twisting the story around just a little bit, But Hunter was like, no, we can't do that, being a little pussy. And I'm like, listen, bitch, I've had stories that like 40-year-olds do. Like,
Yes.
So I just have so many stories I'd love to tell. And it's like, can't really do much to me if I'm not really using your name. Because then if so-and-so was in this situation in the scene,
Yeah.
But-
you can't tell. Yeah.
I just have some really crazy, crazy stories from Miami.
Well, if
All
you
right,
ever want to
you
tell
gotta,
any,
you gotta
come
tell
back
us
on this
one right
pod.
now. You don't have to use
Without
names.
a name. Without a name. Without a name.
Okay, so there was this one time I was in Miami and I was at so-and-so's house, and there was a bunch of girls there. We were all categorized as angels. So the person whose house it was, we were his angel, da-da-da. But anyways, this one girl, I remember, he was like, hey, let's do a funny skit. How about you stick a White Claw up your ass? And he looked at me, and he looked at her, and he was like, one of yous are doing it. And I looked at her, and I go, you're doing it. I'm not doing it. She was like, all right, you got to lube the can for me. And I was like, all right, I'll lube it. So we lubed up the can, and she was like, are you going to stick it in there for me? I'm like, I can't do this. So he had one of the other girls, she had to get on this motorized, like, dildo machine thing to loosen her asshole up. And this is all on the internet, by the way. You could probably find this video.
Oh no.
I'll tell you my name after the podcast.
Yeah, you
but,
tell us the name after, yeah.
So, this girl is literally shoving the White Claw up her ass. And she got probably about to, like, right here in her ass until she was like, pull it out, pull it out. And she pulled it out and her asshole was, like, bleeding. And it was like, oh, man, it was a horrific scene.
This is like in front of a bunch of people, or?
Oh, yeah. Like, this was my first time going to the house and pretty much getting initiated in. And I'm like, if I have to do this shit, no, thank you.
Holy shit.
Stay the fuck away from my asshole.
If you ever want to tell more stories, you can come on anytime and tell some more stories.
Oh, I have a bunch of
Because
stories.
like that's just
Dan
fucking
loves this shit.
gold. I love it.
Oh, I
then,
have
like,
no filter. I
then
honestly enjoy it.
Me hearing and then once this pod goes down, fuck you viewers. Once this pod goes down and I hear like a name or so, I'm gonna be even more in tune. It's just so funny.
Oh yeah, I got
I
stories
live for this
days.
shit.
I got I've been to a lot of A-listed parties, a lot of private events for rappers, influencers. Seen a lot of behind.
So you got the whole list.
How
of
does that
stories.
work? Like, how do you get?
It's so weird. I went to Miami for a job. I'm just gonna say entertainer, 'cause there might be certain people on here. Sorry, mom. So I went for a job as an entertainer. Decided I wanted to move to Miami. All of a sudden, started meeting all the really high up people. Got invited to Rick Ross's private event. That spiraled into meeting a bunch of DJs. Started hanging out with Drake. Started hanging out with Future. Just all different crazy
Holy
stories.
shit.
So there's a lot of things I've seen. Then at Vitaly, I started hanging out with him. Seen a lot of things.
Oh, I'm sure with that motherfucker.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's a strange man.
Yeah.
Very strange man.
You know, I will say he's a sweetheart at heart. I got to know him on a very personal level. Really grateful I got to see the good, loving side of him. He is a crazy partier, I'll give him that. I don't know what happened to him. He got into
He's sober now.
Is he
really?
sober now?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got a
shit.
girlfriend and he's sober.
Oh, his ex-wife?
I don't think so. I don't know. They do OnlyFans together. That's all I know.
Vitali does now.
He has.
You know he
had
was in
a
a
wife.
porn.
Well, ex-wife at the time, but yeah, when I was around, he went skydiving, got into an accident, and then
Vitali.
damn near broke his back or some shit and fell off the face of the earth.
I feel like that's the most Vitali shit though.
Oh yeah, he did a backflip out of the thing and.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
He
Shit
was on
happened.
Bradley Martin's podcast.
Vitali. You know who
That's
he
the
was?
only reason I know.
Oh my god.
I never
bro.
watched Vitali's
You gotta be
YouTube.
more in touch, dude. That was
Yeah,
the old school YouTubers, man.
I had some fun times with him. He was a cool dude.
Sounds like a fun guy. Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. He does the craziest shit. He streaked at the World Cup or some shit.
Dude, that was funny.
It's fucking crazy.
Actually, one of the girls that was with us, she did, what was it? I think it was a soccer game or some shit, but she streaked too. And
Okay,
then she got
yeah, yeah.
arrested and we had to go get her.
Cause he had that oh really? Okay, so you were there for that. Cause he had service at one point. It was kind of like a Nelk subscription thing.
Pretty much I was
You could watch
around
the crazy
until he had that crazy incident where he randomly beat up some girl in Miami, jumped out the car and I don't know what he was on, but before that, I'd say a week or two before that, we kind of separated and did our own thing, and then
Okay.
seen that in the story and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, that's from what I've gathered over the years of him. That's a weird man, but sounds like a very fun man.
Oh
Sounds
no,
like you have good
definitely a
times.
fun man. The things that he came up with,
Oh, I can only imagine with him.
I just want to say so much, and I'm like, good.
It's all right.
Talk it down a little bit.
You're good.
You
you're
can
good.
save it for your podcast. We'll put the link in the description.
Yes,
Yeah.
you will.
Of course.
You have anything else you want to touch on? We're gonna
Plug it
I don't know.
up.
What else do you guys want to know?
I don't know. I think our.
I think we need.
It
I think
seems
we need
our
you on again
batteries
for
are
more
dying in the
stories.
cameras right now.
We need more stories. So we
Batteries
did
are
the
going-
first. So we're gonna get a second soon, real soon. We have to get a sequel because now we know we got the stories out of her, and we know that there's stories. We need more stories. So we're
So
gonna
like
set.
the-
I could
we're
talk
leaving,
about,
like, a
Little
cliffhanger.
Pump
Yeah.
and his OnlyFans.
Lil Pump and his OnlyFans. Yep. I mean, guys, you got to tune into the sequel. The part 2. I'm telling you, it's coming soon. because we need stories. ASAP.
I don't want to be responsible for any like NDA violations.
No. We'll just
But we won't say any names.
see like the ones
What fun
like.
is that though?
Okay, so the ones that I did have to sign a waiver for, I'll just tell you beforehand, and then, you know, when we talk about the story, I'll be like, hey, remember the name I told you? Because, like,
We'll have a little list, and it'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll be like, "Hey, number 5."
yeah. Because, like,
Oh my God.
you know, legally, they literally can't use it against me because how do you know I'm talking about you?
Well, yes,
Right.
you're right on that. Because like, if you don't mention names in NDAs, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's
can
only
tell a
if you drop
story.
the name, yeah.
You could be making it up for all
I
I
could
know.
say Brittany was in that story, and there was no fucking Brittany in that story.
But Brittany was in that story. You just never know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
gang.
Well, thanks for coming out.
Thanks. This is a fun
Thank you.
podcast.
Yeah.
Part 2 coming.
Next one, part 2 is gonna be
soon.
even
Dude,
fucking better. I
part
promise
2,
you.
I'm coming in hot.
Oh my God, you better start rifling the stories. You better like start like go
I already
home
got them
tonight
in my head.
and take notes.
You know, I was thinking that you guys were gonna ask me some more like open personal shit, and I was waiting for it, and I'm like, do I just spew it out or
You
like?
just, it's just
That's the
with-
thing, like,
with the BotchPod,
Trinity,
you need to
I've
get-
known
you
Trinity
need to know
forever.
somebody a little bit more. Like,
Yeah, I've known Trinity forever, so I was like fucking with her, just asking her questions. I don't know you, so now we know you a little bit
we like to
better.
be
Now we can-
respectful
yeah.
at first,
Yeah.
but then now we're gonna get juice on the
Next
next
one.
one.
Oh yeah, I got
Sequel.
lots of juice.
Part 2 coming soon.
Talk about how I made 50K in one night.
Oh, 50K in what, one day?
One night.
Oh, we're gonna hear
night.
that, but not this episode, you fuckers. You do the outro. You do it.
All right, thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
Like, comment, subscribe. Otherwise, you're a big fat
Me
pussy
and Dex
bitch.
are outta here.